Fully slippery right there, so. Jesus Christ! Come back, Matthew! Oh, God. Matthew, God. Rebecca, you can. Let's go! Yeah!
Hell no. This nigga.
Yeah, let's get it on.
Already with the shits. Yo, what up?
Yo. Show to everybody in the chat. Let's cheers, sure. Cheers to Sharon. Cheers, man. You sipping on that shit.
I got plastic cup. I got plastic.
You got the plastic cup. That's some ghetto shit.
Ghetto activities. I got the plastic cup. Hey, you got what you got, big. You do shit. I just moved. I got an excuse, I think.
That's a good excuse. I'll send you some glassware. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate that. Hey, housewarming gifts. Yeah.
Good day, everyone. How are we doing? Hopefully, everybody had a good, beautiful, safe, rainy day. It was absolutely horrible on the East Coast. Hopefully, it was better on your side of town. It was disgusting outside, but I still ready because it's a day above the ground. It's a beautiful day.
Yo, is you on the east? You on the east too?
Yeah. Technically, I'm on the lower east side. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that bad where I'm at.
Yeah, not same here. We it's still kind of gloomy outside, but it ain't crazy. Like Sharon probably exaggerating. He probably allergic to water.
No exaggeration. It was flood warnings, hurricane warnings, wind warnings.
Damn.
Yeah, it's everything over there. It was wild.
Damn, that's crazy.
Make sure y'all hit the like button and the share on the respective channels. Appreciate y'all in advance. Appreciate y'all. And let me share this shit too. It shows her the B love. Oh, we got DJ. Can you swim? You know, black people don't swim.
I'm black. I swim like a fish. Bro. I can swim, bro. What? Right stroke.
I could save my life if I'm drowned in, but I'm not like, you know what I mean?
What's up, B-Love? So you saying you could swim, but you can't walk 15 minutes this way and 15 minutes that way?
Yeah, I walk, and I could do push-ups. So I do mad push-ups too. So hey, but I'm never gonna get on camera doing push-ups for y'all. Y'all gonna have to just imagine it in your head.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I don't
Stop the cap.
I don't know if you could do push-ups, and I won't force you to, man.
I could definitely do push-ups, man. Come on, man. What type of
I've
I've been outside my whole life. Listen, my pops used to punish us with push-ups. He used to make us hold our hand out like this. He used to punish us with push-ups. So you best believe I know what I'm doing. Yo, it's your man's Izzy Benz, aka Israel Mills. You know the deal. Y'all know what it is. This is Tough Talk Thursday, yo. Tune in. Yo, we about to have a hell of a show for y'all today. Y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what's hit for. Yo, tell a friend to come on in, man. Come on in. Come on.
And we might open up the panel later on, but you gotta cam up. You got to cam up. You know what I'm saying? Just make for a better show.
And DJ Wistother, we need a minimum. We need a minimum. I don't know how we're gonna work it out, but we need a show minimum before we open it up to everybody. It's gotta be exclusive. It's gotta be exclusive.
You know,
hey, look, I want to say this. I want to say shout out to all the early haters in the building. That is a beautiful thing. I'm glad you are here with us, the real content creators. Oh,
we highlight that thing
early.
Hey, TMKC, what's up, Shotty? What's going on?
It's a beautiful thing. I love it.
We got early haters. Hey, if you on the Israel Mills side of things, if you on the Sharon Bracy side of things, if you on the DJ Wish Doctor side of things, support your favorite content creators. We're gonna get in and support. Man, hit the like button, share, subscribe to each of us, and you know what I'm saying? Dope discussions deserve dope donations. Compensation for the conversation. Let's do good business. Matter of fact, what am I doing? I need to change to my Cash App. I'm tripping. Sharon done already beat
Cash App on it. Yeah, put your Cash App on it. You know what I'm saying?
What am I got?
And show to the homie Zay. We got the most hated, most underrated, most faded bronze motherfucking flat power. We got Don in the building. B-Love already in the motherfucking building. We got Hood Servative. I never seen you cam up today. You might got a cam up if you're pulling up. Shows the young Riaz. And do y'all want us to highlight the super chats during the show, or do we do a super chat segment?
We could do a super chat segment. What you think, Sharon?
We go how the wind blows. You know what I'm saying? We got depends on if it piles up. I say once we get to 10 super chats, that's when we read them, and we see how they support and win, and that's how the show goes. Y'all get 10. Let's get the 10 quick, fast, and early. It doesn't matter if it's 99 cents.
And if it's a question pertaining to the show, like we might highlight it because it might be relevant to what we talking about at the moment and shit.
Shout out to T-Dub. What up, T-Dub? So what I'm saying is this. How did Lil Nas X get arrested on the LA Strip? Because he was outside stripping. What's wrong with him?
Yeah, Lil Nas X is wilding, bro. I seen that shit.
What's wrong with him?
I was like, what in the Molly is this? What in the Percocet? You know what I'm saying?
It's something really wrong with some of these young people. I'm not sure what is in they cannabis. I don't know what it is. I don't know why the cannabis got to be so strong to have people just out of their mind the way how it is. It's kind of insane to me.
Y'all wanna pull that shit up and show to the LA motherfucking project. What up, Lauren? You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think we want to do that to our audience eyes. It's bad enough we've seen it, doctor.
Hey, salute to Emperor Kojak 303 the Great and the mod. Hey, the Lord of the Mods, number one. What up?
Salute.
Do you think the reason why the cannabis got so much stronger is because the kids don't know how to deal with depression the way how we had to deal with depression? Because when I was younger, right, we didn't have so much social media, so you was kind of forced to go outside, do hard things, play basketball, football, run, walk places. Cars wasn't really outside like that the way how it is now. Do you think that is the reason why cannabis had to get so much stronger so it could keep the young people a little bit more lower?
I think people got a higher tolerance for drugs, bro. Because it's not only that the cannabis getting stronger, they put fentanyl on the street, bro. People request that. Some people might get laced with that, but there's people that actually go to the people and ask for fentanyl. If you asking for that shit, your tolerance is come on, it's through the roof. You know what I mean? What say you is?
Yeah, man, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about drugs or drug use or drug
Stop the cap
or nothing like that. I don't have no knowledge, no working knowledge of any of that. So
a nigga from Brooklyn don't know about nothing about drugs. You know what I'm saying?
I left Brooklyn in the 90s, my boy.
Okay.
I left Brooklyn in the 90s, my boy, when I was 15 years old and he's still in high school. So shout out to BKNY. Okay. Yo, listen, if you on my side of the game and you want your comments highlighted Reddit, because there's 3 chats in here is gonna get lit. Make sure you do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. Don't take it personally. We're not reading random comments. We apologize because there's so many comments. We're not going to be able to do it. If you want your comments highlighted red, do so through the super chat or through the Cash App, respectively. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Ungby streaming. Shouts out to the homie Big Giz in the building. Not Big Giz. Shouts out to Big Giz though. He ain't in the building, but shouts out to my boy Big Giz. And Free the motherfucking Green. What's good, Free?
Yeah. I just do find it interesting how many people be crashing out at such a young age. Like, especially somebody that's supposed to be talented and well off. While he outside. He was outside in the street with cowboy boots and the tighty whities wilding out. I think he wound up assaulting a police officer. And he was hot. I just said cannabis because that's what's going to be the excuse, but I'm pretty sure he was on multiple different things other than just the grass.
Yeah, that's not grass right there.
Yeah, that's a mixture of a bunch of different things.
That's a drug cocktail, a drug gumbo. A drug
but it
boat.
seems like it's a thing. Like we see how the music done change and people like Future, they rap about it, even though they claim that they don't even use it themselves. But it is absolutely a drug culture out there. I think it's something that we got to be mindful of and be careful, especially since we got little family members out there that could get influenced by taking it one time. It seems like a lot of these young people, they take it one time, but then that's it. They hooked for life, and now they on the corner, strung out, looking like a fiend, literally.
Hey, yo, I don't need that much young fiends in my life, bro. Nowadays, bro, there's niggas is fiends at 18, bro.
Right.
That shit is crazy.
I don't know what y'all expect. I heard that if you touch it, then it make your hand numb and knock you out and put you in the middle of the floor. So I don't know really what people be expecting from this high. I'm just saying I ain't been around it. I don't know nothing about it, but I heard a little something. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so we roughly at the 15. Let's get the first topic rocking. The first one we're gonna talk about is about how we gonna frame this, Izzy.
Which one you want to go to first? Do you want to go to
the right person? How are we gonna frame the question?
But I thought the first question was, do men make women into single mothers? You know what I'm saying? To baby mamas.
That let's save that one for last. Let's save that one for last. Let's go to what's the importance of choosing the right partner? Does choosing the right partner have any effect at all on your trajectory, on your success, on your life? Let's go to that one. What y'all think?
Go ahead. You got it, Sharon.
Absolutely. I think that most people they tend to choose the wrong person. I think people, especially men, when we choose the wrong girl, I believe it's for self-sabotage or for some kind of heroism situation. We want to save the girl and she be super appreciative. And she's like, oh my goodness, I was a damsel in distress and you was my Superman. I didn't know. At first you was just looking like a Clark Kent. And then you put your cape on and you saved me. And I want to thank you. But that never actually works out for the man or the woman. So if you're going to go into a relationship, you got to go with the right intentions. You should not be going into no relationship trying to save your girl or save your man, because all you're going to do is turn yourself into the villain of their life, because they're going to be mad at you. Like, why you keep asking me to do it? You do it. then they're going to start saying, why are you nagging me? Like, it's going to be this crazy back and forth. So choosing the right person is very important, because also you need to choose a person that has the right state of mind so y'all can move together properly. Because if you are high up above and that person is low, they are never going to respect your the hierarchy in the relationship in the first place. That's my little spill on that. My little quick piece.
I'm just curious, how do you always seem to make it about the man's fault? Like, yo, he choose the wrong batch to batch, like do something crazy. It's always the man's fault. How is, if the woman act up, if the woman ain't acting right, how is that always the man's fault? I am so confused, bro.
So the reason why is because I could really only understand it from my side of the game. I cannot understand it from a female's perspective. I do not have enough estrogen in my body to understand what choices and why the female make the choices she made. But I do understand and recognize the reason why I made wrong choices in my life. And so that's how I look at it. I frame it as men, is other men out there in the world that would choose a woman over the bad reasons, the wrong reasons, because she had a fat booty, because she had a nice smile, alcohol, all these different type of things. So this is why I'm always looking at it from the man perspective, because I feel like I can relate to that the most, and my experience of getting through those things, I could provide the best advice to a man.
To be fair, I think women mostly choose the wrong mate more than guys. You know what I'm saying? I think that is like mostly a woman thing, you know what I'm saying? Choosing the wrong mate, you know what I mean? That's why a lot of times a man vets a woman for his son and for his daughter. Well, now you know what I mean. Like that dad helped them vet, but I don't see like a lot of mothers helping men or women vet. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of women choose dudes for the wrong reasons, and that might even go into the other subject. But I do think it is important to choose the right mate. I don't know what you mean by above and below, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's about that. You could meet somebody who's on a higher level than you or a lower level than you, and y'all could be compatible. I think it's just y'all just gotta have a common goal, and y'all gotta be willing to go in the same direction. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta have some sort of cooperation.
So the problem is that a lot of times the men are the ones that's choosing the wrong one, because they are the ones chasing the woman. So they are choosing the woman first, and they the one that's going to initiate. Usually in this day and age, it might start to change. This might shift in a little bit, but even in this day and age, they the ones that shooting the DM first and attacking the woman and gaining the woman's interest first. So they are the ones that's doing the choosing, and a lot of times they are choosing the woman for the wrong reasons. They choose it because of aesthetics and nothing to do with any kind of character or compatibility. They're not bringing nobody to their mother or their father. They just out there slanging and banging until they do it long enough till they say, hey, I guess we're in a relationship now.
Sharon, no, wait a minute, Sharon. Women usually ask, what are we? That's number one. And number two, women have way more options to choose from. A lot of niggas just take what they could get. I ain't even gonna hold you, bro. So if you got
that statement right there shows and proves that the men are not moving in the right direction if the women have to act. And this is what I mean. A lot of men, they are not actually choosing the right type of woman, right? So they just going because she got a fat booty. They start doing the nasty. Then all of a sudden the girl asks, what are we? And then he said, yeah, I guess we together. He not even saying like what it really is from the beginning. She shouldn't have to ask. He should have been made it a staple. Hey, this is what I'm trying to do with you. What are you trying to do, man?
Why didn't the woman just fuck with a dude that said he looking for a wife? You know what I'm saying? It's clearly men give a lot of women attention. You know what I'm saying? All attention don't means is leading to marriage. Some attention is just leading to the bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
Right, perfect. Because the man, right, he's supposed to find a wife, and if he finds the wife, he finds a good thing. So she's supposed to already be that. So when she is finding a man and the man is courting her, they supposed to be figuring that thing out, and he's supposed to be leading what he wants in the relationship. She should not be the one dictating the relationship to the person that is pursuing, and then that's when things get flipped up and upside down, and that's why a lot of people having troubles with relationships today.
Well, listen, while what you said is true, the problem is what you said is true. The trouble and the problem is where it starts from, right? So at the end of the day, I agree with you. Men need to do more due diligence. They need to vet better. Sorry, brothers, y'all, we need to vet better, and we need to take our time. We need to let at least 4 seasons go by on our relationships before we start claiming and naming women, right? We need to let some time go by. We need to see that woman in different atmospheres, in different situations, in different circumstances. Now, while you're never going to know everything about that woman or be able to predict everything that woman could do or will do, you're going to have more of an educated guess the more that you're around that woman. The problem is this. The problem is a lot of times people have hidden agendas and secret squirrel missions, and these ladies be running up the bag and running up the opposition, and these men are being left distraught, high and dry, and nowhere to go. So that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times men do pick the wrong woman, but it's not through a fault necessarily of their own. It's through how these women are moving and what this women agenda are.
So if the man is going in with good intentions and he's choosing the right kind of person in the first place, he would choose off of character, not off of aesthetics. That's number one, because majority of men, we're going to be attracted to majority of women. I don't think most men look at women as ugly in the first place. Anything that you holler at is going to be most likely in your range or whatever it is, whether you dime to 7 or you from 7 to 5, whatever that is, you're going to usually holler at somebody that's within your visual appealing range, right? And so therefore that part we could just.
But the first thing is she has to be appealing and attractive to you in order for you to holler as a man. That's the first thing.
Right. And so and that's what I'm saying. So the first part, right? So majority of the men that is hollering at a woman, she's already filled that off the rip. She filled that position. She's at least a 3 in a 3 mark range. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere between 7 and 4, that's where she's going to be falling at, because men don't usually holler at the 2s and the 1s if they sober. It just unless that's what that's his forte.
But you feel me? Just because a man hollering at a woman don't means he trying to make her his wife. He dating her to see if she's wifeable.
Perfect. And so that is the problem with it. So he is not choosing the right person in the beginning, right? He's already choosing a woman for the wrong thing. He's choosing a woman just to have some kind of intercourse with her and use her and throw her away. So already you go into a relationship in bad faith. Once you go into a relationship in bad faith, you are going to pick a bad character human being.
Come on, man. Lauren to the stage. What's up, Lauren?
Good day.
Hey, Sharon. Hey, Izzy. Hey, Doc. What's up, guys?
LA Project. What's up? Lauren in the building. Good to see you.
So that's how I look at it. So once you are choosing a woman strictly for a physical pleasure, you already choosing the wrong type of woman in the first place.
But that's how you got attracted to them in the first place, the physical, and then after you get to know them.
That's a fact. And this is the thing.
Unless you stalking them from behind the you know what I'm saying, behind the bushes, taking notes and shit. Come on, man.
Right. So you're attracted. She looks nice. She got a nice smile. She's in the type of shape that you want. After that, that's it. That's done. It's no more need to worry about attraction at that point. Now you need to figure out who this person is, because you are never going to pick a good character human being from how she looks. It's not going to happen. And so what men tend to do, they try to blame somebody else and say, hey, I thought she was a good looking woman. Look how good she looked. I had to do it. You see that? You see all that wagon she had dragging back there? I had to do it. It's like they act like something false. It was like, it was like her booty was a magnet. My face just fell into. I couldn't breathe.
Whoa.
Breathe.
Partner. Hold up.
I had to come up.
Wait. Come on. What in the hell? Yo.
And so if men would just choose women from character first, and then they would start to see the flaws in the woman, and then all of a sudden that physical attraction you have for, if your heart is in the right place and you trying to get into a relationship with good faith, that all those negative things that will come out in the first 2 dates her physical attraction wouldn't matter anymore because you wouldn't want that type of person around.
Nah, but this is the thing. You talking about dating like a woman, man. You talking about men operating and being like women. Naturally, men, like you said, go off of attraction first, how they see a woman, how that woman appeals to them physically, and then everything else throughout. Now, while I agree with you, that should not be the only thing that man bases his judgment on, but a man absolutely instinctually is going to pick someone who's appealing to them physically first. That's the first criteria for a woman. Women, we judge women off their aesthetics, off their beauty. Men, we get judged off our character, off our integrity, how hardworking we are, how resilient we are, how much of a good man we are. You know what I'm saying? So women, at first, their aesthetics, and then everything after. Men first, their character, and then everything after. That's how that goes.
I don't know if you date men, but I don't know.
I definitely don't date men.
I don't know how you're gonna tell what women want. Maybe LA could say what women look at first, but however, this is why I always talk from a man perspective, because I cannot say that when LA see me walk, if we was all single, if a woman, let me just say a woman see me walking in a goddamn room, she's like, God damn, that's the sexiest man I ever seen. That's what she say when she sees me. She don't see my goddamn good character. She don't know if I'm a good communicator. She doesn't know if I got money. All she knows, like, damn, when he smiles, the room light up. And I want him to
stop the cap.
Right. I want him to light my fire. God damn it. That's what she says. She ain't worried about my character yet.
The level of delusion is crazy.
Yeah, LA Project. When you first see a man and he approaches you, what is your first instinct? You be like, so he comes up to you, he says, hello. You be like, damn, that's a good character. Hello.
No, the appearance definitely gets you in the door, but it kind of translates in different ways. You know, you paying attention to how he smells, what type of clothes he has on. Are they ironed? Do they fit well? You know, what's his haircut looking like, or lack thereof, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then also
it sounds like to me.
Wait, hold on.
I just want to make sure.
No. Don't
answer. Why you
she's one of the hosts
because you're like filibuster. I didn't clean my ears. I just want to make sure I understand.
She's talking about jeans, and she talking about smelling, and she talking about if your nails is clean. So she's talking about something else. Let her finish, and then you could go. You understand all the women stuff.
I just want to know, out of those things, are any of those things to you considered character?
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Look, let me pull it up out of him. Which doctor? You see me? I'm just
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're playing interference. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's what I was getting. It can translate to some type of character. You know what I'm saying? Depending on, like I said, what you're paying attention to. And I think the problem is priorities. A lot of people, they think it's a stupid question to ask someone. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next, you know what I'm saying? People think that's a stupid question, but it's very valid, because that's how people get themselves into the situations that they are in currently, because their priorities are not really, they're for the moment. You know what I mean? They're not thinking about longevity. So of course, in between time, things happen like babies and things.
So let me ask you about stuff like the smell and the appearance. What does that tell you about the person's character?
I mean, good hygiene is always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? It's usually a routine of some sort. You're going to take pride into that. You're going to do a little bit of research, depending on because some people got skin problems or whatever, so it just depends on what they buy in and things like that. So it's like intentional, or definitely showing care for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Which is like because you don't want like a project all the time. You know what I mean? You want somebody to try to come as whole as possible. And if you're just meeting somebody off of face value, things like that could translate to character.
Okay.
Or even brand names, but it could be good character or bad character. If they're dripped out in all kinds of labels and things like that, their character could be materialistic. or they could just be, you know, in a position where they just like nice things and they buy them for a certain reason. So, you know, I think it kind of translates to a certain degree.
I don't think nothing she says got anything to do with character at all. She sounds just the same way how Izzy said he want to see a good looking woman. She wants to see a good looking man.
No,
and
she
it is
okay
okay because both parties
say nothing about no nice chest. She didn't say nothing about no nice thighs. She didn't say nothing about that. She said iron jeans, good smelling, good hygiene is what she said. Right, so she didn't say a fat butt like we would say, or big chest like we would say, or nice thighs like we would say, or smooth legs like we would say.
And to be fair, you ask her, and to be fair, the question you ask her was about when she initially meets somebody. You did ask about appearance. I'm not sure 100% sure what the question was. I can't remember exactly, but I think you asked about appearance.
So the thing is that again, maybe that's the thing that we are attracted to, but just because we look at ass, titties, and thighs doesn't mean a woman look at ass, titty, and thighs. Her attraction is the way how his jeans, his shoes, and how he smells. That is still all a part of the man's appearance. This is why I never put myself in the female's position to say what she likes it and what she doesn't like, because I have no clue whatsoever. The things that I like in a woman, I'm hoping that my wife doesn't like that in me. I like a nice ass. I don't want my wife looking at me like, damn.
You know she do.
My husband asked the way how he walked down the street, that ass. I don't want my woman. I never looked at and thought that my woman looking at my ass that way. So again, women and men, they both look for attraction first, right? So that's always going to be clear. We say, hey, I like you, you like me. All right, boom. Damn, we got past that barrier. And then after you get past that barrier, the sex thing needs to leave goddamn men mind, because y'all already in conversation. Sex is going to come regardless if y'all have a relationship. It's just something naturally if y'all both like each other. You don't even have to ask. It just comes naturally through the motions. But the problem is men get stuck on the physical part, and this is why they tend to choose the wrong type of human being in their relationship.
Both men and women are attracted to each other physically first, and then after the physical, we get to know each other. You see the gift, then you unwrap the gift and you figure out what's inside. You see the book, now you open the book, you figure out what's inside. Women are visual just like men, bro. It's just that we say men are visual, you know what I'm saying? But it sounds good, but women are visual too, bro.
Right, that's what we just proved, right? So I proved that Izzy was not telling the full truth. He was telling a version of the truth, right? Because we look at things differently. Like, so what Izzy was saying was we look at the fat asses, they look at the jeans, right? So it's like it's still the aesthetics, but it's just different versions of looking at somebody. But the problem is that men, once they look at the cover, they realize how fine this book cover is. They don't never read the pages, but somehow the pages, the guts of the pages, they get all messed up and sticky. That is the problem with what is going on.
Whoa, partner.
Whoa.
Pause, nigga.
Why gotta be sticky?
It gotta be so graphic, Sharon.
And why he always gotta put it on men like they just doing some awful shit. Like at the end of the day, men do be trying. Listen, men ask women the most questions. Men ask women, try to get to know women more. You ever talk to a woman don't really ask you a whole bunch of questions. She just go along and she just excited about being with you or whatever the case may be. Usually it's the man trying to get to know that woman and trying to get her, you know, she'll talk and he'll ask her, hey, so what about, oh, okay, yeah, and what about that? And oh, okay, and she'll be talking.
Wait a minute, because I thought that the one of the complaints is that women talk too much. So what do we be talking about if we're not questions?
No, y'all be talking about yourself.
Y'all be trying to be as vague as possible. Be like, hey, don't get me.
Y'all, because y'all don't ask no questions.
Like,
y'all be talking about
person tonight.
Yeah, we doing whatever. Hey, listen, Lauren, y'all be talking about y'allself. Y'all be talking about y'all day. Y'all be talking about y'all kids. Y'all be talking about y'all boss. Y'all be talking that chick that messed with you at the copy machine. Y'all be talking about a whole bunch of stuff that happened. But you don't ask us much about us. And which doctor, am I wrong?
We ask a lot.
Nah, you know what though, Lauren? He got a point. Y'all, when y'all comfortable after we know each other, then y'all get to talking. But when we know meeting, y'all do be a little reserved. Y'all be trying to y'all be trying to wait for us to say something and slip up. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't be asking that much questions. You know what I mean?
Ask that much questions.
Go ahead,
I'll
LA.
be asking
I'm
questions.
LA, I'm gonna give you the floor so you can actually talk and you can prove them right by actually talking. Go ahead, girl.
Go ahead, LA. We're not stopping her from talking. Go ahead.
No, I definitely ask questions. And it seems like a lot of guys don't want to, you know, especially that first meeting. They're not too quick to be that open, you know what I'm saying, about certain things. And if I'm a person who's looking for a relationship and that's what I'm looking for, there's certain questions that I am going to ask, you know. So if they kind of hesitate or try to change the subject, but I might follow it up, you know, if they get a little bit, you know, with the one word answers and things like that. I might volunteer some things about myself to kind of make them feel a little bit more open. You know what I'm saying? Make them feel a little bit more comfortable, you know, to actually having a conversation instead of just sitting there kind of looking at each other and being like, yeah, they look good. I look good. We like each other. But what else?
Damn. So you mean tell me Lauren just proved my point that quickly? She just said it not as graphic as I did. You know, they just want to see. You know, they just, you know what I'm saying? They make the pages sticky. But those men, right? They tend to not really want to have conversations. They want to just have a drink and say, oh, we had a lit time, even though he didn't mention anything. And Lauren got to be the one that's actually probing. And the men are the ones that's usually doing all of the goddamn talking. They talk goddamn much.
Hold on, Lauren. Let me ask you a question. Are you talking about on the first date, you ask a lot of questions of men on a first date?
Like when like if we just getting to know each other, yeah.
Oh, you ask a lot. You ask a lot of questions of that man on the first date.
I think I would ask enough questions to not be seen as the person who they're trying to pump information out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm asking for just the same amount of information from them.
Right. That they're getting from you.
Questions.
That they're getting from you, right?
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
see, look, that's different. See, that's different, Sharon. She trying to mitigate him asking her a whole bunch of shit.
No, that's not what I said.
She flipping the script on him and put him on the hot seat. See, Lauren is initiated. She's slick with the shit.
No, that's not what I said, man. That's not what I said.
What I heard Lauren say, if you don't mind me, what I heard her say is that she want to also get him to speak so he knows that she ain't just for the physical pleasure. She want to let him know, like, hey, I'm here to understand who you are. You here to understand who I am. So that she is trying to make sure he understands through conversation. That's what I heard.
Yeah, because it's like a tennis match. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. What is that? Squash or whatever, where you just hit the ball against the wall, where you play against, pretty much play with yourself. Pause. But it's more of like it's more of like a tennis match, you know. So I want to get as much to the conversation, and I don't want to feel like I'm the only one talking. You know what I'm saying? I try to give equal to the conversation because I'm not going to give more than he is, because he could just be sitting there just, okay, let me take some intel, like about no, because it could be on some scheming shit. You don't know what everybody's intention is.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's the point that I'm making. You said that you don't want to share too much. You want to overshare because you don't want him scheming and plotting on you and taking the intel and using it against you.
But wouldn't that be strange for me to just, like, if you're not really talking because you might not be feeling our interaction or whatever, and I'm still just talking, like, wouldn't that be a little weird? Listen, that'd be like a time to like cut it.
I understand exactly what you're saying. I'm not saying
the momentum has been lost. You know,
right? I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm saying that you learned that from experience. I'm saying that a lot of women usually talk and they do a lot of the talking. And when they're talking, they're not really asking questions. It takes experience, it takes time, or whatever the case may be, for a woman to start asking a man questions. They generally don't ask a lot of questions, especially initially. They'll just be talking, telling you about them, whatever the case may be. And if you're wise as a man, you sitting back and you listening and you are analyzing everything.
So I think the problem is that a lot of men do not.
Oh my goodness.
You got something? Go ahead.
No, I say so. I'm not wrong then. If I'm sitting there,
no, you're not wrong.
I know y'all
not letting the girl talk, man.
You're not wrong. That's what I said. But
like, see, I'm like, what? Because I know what's going on.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but that's what I'm saying. Most women are not initiated to that. Most women don't operate like that. But you're not wrong. That's what I'm saying. You're not wrong.
I think most men do not speak to women that they're not trying to be sexual with. If they was to speak to more women, they will understand that is a majority of men do not know how to go on dates, and all they do is talk about themselves. They talk about their job, their money, their car, and a whole bunch of bullshit that women don't even want to hear about. They don't stop talking. A lot of men are narcissists because they feel like they're supposed to be the alpha male and the woman's supposed to be quiet. And that's why y'all men do not understand women. It is okay, but if you start looking at every woman in a physical sense, then you will start to understand that men and women, they communicate differently, and you will understand who they are as human beings. Instead of just looking at them
as human beings, we advance animals, bro. Physicality, our physique, you know what I'm saying? Our physical attraction to each other is what draws us to each other. Relationship is something that we created, bro. No, so it's more natural for us to look at each other. You know what I'm saying? I see this shorty, I'm feeling it. Now I'm gonna get to know if we could, you know, have a relationship, if we could move forward together. You know what I'm saying? But initially, is based on physical attraction, bro.
Yeah, but the problem is majority of men, the way how I hear the conversation go, they can't get past the physical attraction part. They forget that I like her already. I like what she looked like. Now let me get to know her. They just get stuck on physical. I can't wait to just get her drunk and let me just get her to my house and let's get it
most on. Most men are not trying to get women drunk. That is crazy.
Yeah, especially on first date. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
That's a recipe for disaster, especially nowadays. You cannot be with a drunk woman nowadays. That is a recipe to go to jail.
I hear what y'all saying, but we know that's a fallacy. Most people go out to the bar when they got their first drink, right? They drink together. It's just a thing. Everybody go for this. You want to go get a glass of wine? We can go hit the bar, sit at the bar, get some finger food. Is usually alcohol involved with anything dealing with an adult. So this whole idea that men are not attempting to get a woman a little bit tipsy so she could get loose and speak a little bit more so he could be quiet. Like this is the reason why LA want to ask questions so she could get him to understand that, hey, I'm not illiterate. I'm not a dumb broad. I want to know who you are and all these things.
Wait. We're not going to skip past you.
The problem is that men do not get past the physical, and they need to get past that part. You already like her. That's why you're on a date. You don't need to be worried about her fat ass anymore.
Well, hold on. You don't know if you like. Hold on. Time out. Just because you went on a date with a woman does not mean that you like her.
You like her.
You don't even know her yet. What you mean?
You're just physically attracted to her, bro. You're trying to get to know her, and then what you know about her, then you're gonna determine if you like her or not, bro. Sharon, you tripping, bro. I hope y'all not taking advice.
I think y'all just trying to argue, right? Because I just said the physical attraction is the beginning part. So you don't need to worry about that physical part anymore. You're already on the date. You already chose that you like this woman. The problem is most men get stuck in just physical attraction.
You chose that you like how she looks, bro. You chose that
you would like to get to know her to see if you like her.
And right. So, and this is where we get to the part that majority of men are not choosing correctly because they don't know if they like her. They only know they like her physical. And this is why a lot of men get caught up in situations of crazy heifers and all these wild situations that they're getting in when women are taking advantage of them because they too stupid because all they worry about is that fat ass. They get stuck in the physical form and then they ain't trying to figure out nothing else.
I don't think men are stuck in. I think a man goes on a first date. If I like her, I'm going to go on a second date. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like her, no more dates, I'm going to move on to somebody. I think this is how most people is moving. They got to get to know each other, but the physical is what bring them in, bro. After 2 dates, you don't know if you're trying to spend your life with this woman, bro. Not more in most cases.
No doubt. Hey, yo, can we acknowledge, are we an hour in yet? Oh, when we're an hour in,
we need four more super chats so we can read them. 4 more super chats and we'll read the super chats. Every 10 super chats, we'll read the super chats every 10 super chats. Let's support whatever side you're watching on. Support your people so we can continue to bring in good dialogue. I think this is a great dialogue. Go ahead, Ellie, like you wanted to say
hold on real
something.
quick. If y'all want us to read your comments, because it's 4 different streams. If y'all want us to read your comments, make sure you support your content creator. Put your comment in a super chat or put your comment in a Cash App, and we will read it. That's the only way we're gonna get to read it. I'm welcoming my people on the side. Type it in. So welcome to the show. Tell a friend to come on in. This is Tough Talk Thursdays. Shout out to DJ Wish, Dr. Sharon Bracey, and the LA Project. LA, Lauren in the building. Y'all make sure y'all tell a friend about us. Support. If you want your questions answered, if you want to make a statement, you want us to read it, do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. Appreciate y'all.
And then so now, go ahead.
Now I was gonna ask why they hating in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Why is what's going on with Robin M, man? You know what? It's all good, Sharon. You got it.
That's my girls. But I think the problem is that a lot of men, again, like, so when it comes to just picking the wrong type of woman, if they was just to pay attention to what the woman is saying and what the woman's actually showing out through they communication time, I think less human beings would get with the wrong type of human beings. A lot of times the men choose the wrong woman because they want to feel like saviors a lot of the times as well.
I think women choose the wrong partner in most cases. Sure, some guys choose the wrong mate, but I think mostly, you know what I'm saying, mostly our women choose the wrong mate. You know what I mean? That's why I think we should bring back letting fathers, older brothers, your uncle, and these people vet dudes. You know what I'm saying? To make sure, you know, it's not no fugazi shit. But I do think our women choose the wrong mate way more than the fellas, you know what I'm saying? Just to be fair, you know.
The problem is most men don't know how to choose another man. That's the real issue. Most men let other men get a pass for everything that they got going on. They like, you know how it is. What's your wife mad at me? You know how it is. This is most men cannot discern what is a good or a bad man because they believe that any man could go through something and then he eventually will become good.
I think that is false right there. You know what I'm saying? Most men could see if another man is on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Or let's say you vetting for your sister or your daughter, somebody younger. You're gonna see, like, you're gonna measure yourself and how you care about this woman well-being, and you could see if you could see some of yourself in that dude. If he look like he's not a dude that's gonna defend your sister or somebody, you like, nah. If you look like he'll harm her, you like, nah. Most men could see that shit, bro.
Right, and that's the problem, right? Most men look at a good dude as somebody that's just physically nice. Like, hey, he look like he could handle himself as a man. That's it. They don't think about his character. Is he a cheater? Is he a good financial provider? They don't care about
looking at his character. What do you mean? Men are not vetting men based on their physicality. If my sister want to date an ugly nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? As long as he's gonna treat her right and he's gonna be a man of his word, etc., etc. I don't know what she attracted to physically. So what the fuck? Like, come on, man.
But then when we come with grievances, like if something does go wrong 9 times out of 10, we can tell y'all what happened, and you say, oh, just y'all got to find a way to work it out. You got to stick it out. You know, so regardless, it's like, you know, you might be let known of like, or be privy to character flaws. But since we've already been, you know, pretty much like, hey, you're being taken care of by this man. So, hey, you got to work it out. And that's usually the other response to it. So it's not a whole lot of, you know, I don't think that character is really paid attention to for real. Not like it should. And I get sometimes it takes time to see that, but I don't think that's the focus.
You saying you don't think guys pay attention to other guys' character?
No. There's too, I don't know, man. Even just like, you can take it back to school or whatever. You know what I mean? There's always going to be some excuse that's made, or like Sharon was saying, like, hey, well, shoot, I don't know what you was expecting anyway. Like, there's no expectations when it comes to like guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a woman decides or falls for the representative or whatever, because we don't talk about that either, right? The fact that people be putting up false fronts or whatever until they can get what they want. Nobody wants to mention that. But we
that's
go.
I was gonna say that's the thing, because like a lot of guys, the false representative that a guy would use to attract a woman, other guys could see through that shit. That's why it's used for y'all and it's not used for us. We could see through that shit. Niggas is be nervous coming around your dad with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You can come around he can come around the family and help with the groceries and offer to cut the grass and do all this shit so your pops can see, you know what I'm saying? But once you're underneath his care or whatever, things could flip. And I think that there's some things, because it's part of the boys club. Like this, y'all talk about the sisterhood, the brotherhood is strong too.
I don't know. I don't know if there's any brotherhood if it comes to my daughter and my sister. I'm not with that.
I get that, but in general, when it comes to any other woman, it's like, hey, it is what it is. You knew what you were getting yourself into. What did you expect him to do? He didn't have to stay. Like, why is that the narrative? Like, why is it not shameful to create a child and basically neglect that child in one way or another? But it's just how it is.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
That part yet. That's saving that for later.
I know, but I got you. Give me 1 second. The truth of the matter is that a man, like when a man picks for his daughter or whatever the case may be, as long as he's going to want to make sure that his daughter is happy, right? Or his daughter is well taken care of. Now, what does happen is sometimes the daughter does shade the man from the father and doesn't want to tell exactly what that man is doing or exactly how that man is moving, because they think their father is crazy and they don't want their father to hurt that man. However, the truth of the matter is fathers care about their children, so they are going to show up and show out for their daughters, and they're not going to turn a blind eye just because a man bought groceries. Now, women generally turn a blind eye for some grocery or some money or whatever, but a man is not going to turn a blind eye to his daughter being mistreated just because a dude bought some grocery or cut the grass. That's cap. It's a complete lie. What you saying? You gonna let some man cut your grass or give you some grocery and be mean to your daughter or mistreat your daughter?
Most men are suspicious and skeptical about
other men.
Right, bro.
If this was real life, then homegirl that happened with R. Kelly wouldn't happen. The thing that happened with Cassie wouldn't have happened. We got way too many examples of men taking advantage of women, and those women had men in their lives. Aaliyah, she had her parents in her life. We seen way too many opportunities of men taking advantage of women by doing whatever, acting like they have money, acting like they some prestigious man, and people would give their children to these men because they are trustworthy of these bad character men. It happens time and time again. Men, on the most
usually
part,
women.
They're trusted because they're not paying attention to the character. They're paying.
That's usually women doing that, not men.
To all the flashy things that person can provide, and also where they can take them in career.
You know what? I hate to do this.
On the character of that person.
I hate to do this, LA. Right? I hate to do this, and I hate to bring up old stuff, but it's not that old. It's from yesterday. But DJ Genesis, right, was sitting here yesterday and give us a perfect example of how women choose men based on their looks, and she ignored all the red flags. She even ignored that the man frequented a gay club. You know what I'm saying? And that is crazy. That is character. You know what I'm saying? And everything she was listing. Oh, he had a body like such and such. He was good look. She said nothing about character and stuff like that. I think a lot of times y'all overlook stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can. I'm not saying that women are perfect. I'm not saying that.
A lot of times y'all are loyal to how you feel about a person. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you might have your filters up when looking at them. You know what I mean? Like I even see it a lot of time, even on YouTube. Like, you know what? Let's move forward. I see it a lot of times on YouTube though. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And like the thing another thing that we see on YouTube is that men do not stand up to other men. They just let men say whatever they want to say.
Yes.
And so for some reason, y'all think that this is not happening in people's households. We know for a fact that it is a bunch of men that literally groom their daughters to be male-centered. We know that for a fact. So they already raising their daughters to not even understand what's good and bad character. The only character majority of men, from what I'm hearing and when they express, is that he paid the fucking bills. They don't give a fuck about all that. If they are out here talking about, yeah, the women need to shut the fuck up, feed them, and fuck them, he doesn't care if his daughter's going through that as well. So therefore, he cannot be a judgment of character because him himself is a bad character.
I'm just
hold on real quick. Hold on real quick. That is so wrong and so bogus, right? Because at the end of the day, one of the main things is the men aren't even in the house. The men ain't even raising the children. In our community, is that not the hold on real quick. So that's the number one thing. Most of the women are divorcing the men or leaving the men. It's a single mama epidemic, ain't it? So at the end of the day, hold on. So at the end of the day, there ain't no possible way that you can blame it on men. Women are usually the one that allows their daughters to get away with the bullshit, allow their daughter to have a living boyfriend, allow their daughter to be having intercourse with little boys and say, oh, well, take this pill or take this or I'm gonna take you to the clinic and put you on a pill, or I'm gonna make sure you get this IUD or whatever the case may be. Like at the end of the day, we know that that's women that do that. Men usually guard their daughters, usually protect their daughter, and are overprotective of their daughters. Men usually have a standard for the man that they get with their daughter, no matter what they do in their own life. We all know that. Come on, let's stop playing.
So if this is the case, so I thought we were talking about the men that was in their child's life. First of all, if you want to just talk about the ones that don't have male in their life, then yeah, that's a good point. A lot of people that are in degenerate behavior, they tend to teach their children how to be degenerate. So what you're talking about is degenerate women that have no guidance. They are bad characters, which we know it is some bad character women out there in the world. However, we are not talking about that. We are talking about men that are in their daughters' lives and that they supposed to be choosing a proper man for their daughter. But a misogynistic man is not going to be able to choose a proper man for his daughter because he is going to choose a bad characteristic man for his daughter. And then when she get oops upside her head, or she ain't getting spoken to, or she's getting emotionally abused or financially abused, he's going to be like, hey, babe, don't worry about it. Y'all just work through it. It'll be okay.
What planet do you live on?
Is he paying the bills? I won't interrupt you. Is he paying the bills? Yes. Does he come home at night? Yes. Do you think he's cheating on you? Yes. Well, you know, sometimes men, they cheat every once in a while. It's okay. He still love you. This is the toxic things that these men say on these panels. If they saying it on the panel, they will accept it for their daughter as well. And this is why their daughter has to get some britches, pull a big panties on, and say, hey, I gotta leave this man because my daddy didn't do the proper goddamn vetting.
Yo, what planet do you live on that a man is going to allow their daughter to get oops upside their head and get physically abused and not want to do anything about it? 9 times out of 10, a man that found out that his daughter was in any domestic situation, a brother that found out his sister was in any domestic situation, the natural inclination is to try to save them or try to protect them. Like, come on, man.
Right.
So that was true. Then wouldn't happen so much, but for some reason, men are still whooping women's asses on a very
because
high
they don't tell. They don't tell.
But this is a problem. So many times when we get on these panels, we keep thinking about our own selves and what we would actually do for our child. This doesn't have nothing to do with what Izzy would do and how he would die for his child. We talking about the general population. The general population, women are in danger for a lot of times. A lot of them are in some very sticky situations, and they tell they peoples and all that, and then what they say, maybe you shouldn't be arguing. What did you say to them? How did the conversation get to where it got to? This is the issue that we are putting ourselves in this we are putting ourselves in these situations. Izzy's a hothead, it ain't gonna happen to his. However, majority of men are not moving the way how Izzy is. He knows that for a fact that majority of men are not moving like that. So I don't know why he'll put his characteristics on other fathers out there in the world. They are not moving like that.
That's what I'm saying. If we're going to differentiate ourselves, we have to understand that there's a lower level, you know what I'm saying, underneath you, you know, who does the opposite of whatever work that you're hearing that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand what I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I just want to give my experience dating women and meeting their parents, right? When I meet I remember I dated a chick before and her mom let me be in their crib, waking up the next day at their crib. But if I had met her dad, I don't think a nigga would let me do no shit like that. And as a matter of fact, when I meet a girl's dad and I look the nigga in the eye, I get like, yo, I better not be fucking up. You know what I'm saying? This woman is my responsibility to make sure she's straight. But when I meet a girl's mom, it don't be the same feeling. It don't, you know what I'm saying? They be way too loose, way too lenient, way too letting shit be how it be. It don't got no discipline.
That's a fact, yo. That's a fact. Which, hold on real quick. That's a fact. That's a fact. Which, doctor, the truth of the matter is, a father in the home, a lot of times, or a father around, protects and keeps a lot of this shit away. So I don't know what this is. Not based on me, Sharon. This is based on shit. I've been around a lot of people, seen a lot of experiences, and I know for a fact one of the main things most fathers do. We see it in the movies all the time. When the father's around, he's like, "Ain't gonna be no fucking around here. Ain't gonna be no this around here. Y'all better go. Y'all better not be in that room with the door closed." Shit. Matter of fact, they got a whole Grubhub commercial where the father is sitting there cop blocking. The father always be trying to cop block and keep a man from his daughter. We just know this. This is what men do.
We can talk about our personal experiences all we want to, but then when I share mine, you know what I'm saying, don't be like, oh, that's cap and this, that, and the third. I actually had both. You know, shared this before, but my father passed away when I was 16. Appreciate it. But when I was at the age, you know, where I actually could date, I only had my mama and she was not going for that shit. So I have seen something totally different. I understand what Witch Doctor is saying. But however, like I said, if we just going to share personal experiences, then we always going, it's always going to be Chinese, you know, because Plan Bs and all these others. Like, I don't know what y'all be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in the burbs. I'm not aware. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that when we talk about our personal experiences, is cool, but like, that's pretty much what we're talking about. Like in general, like when we answer these questions, but all this cappery, like, can we cut that a little bit? Because we can't.
Wait, hold on.
No, we can't believe one side just because it's degenerate. And when we see another side, or we have experienced an alternative to it, then that must be pretentious and all this other stuff. I get tired of that.
But we didn't call you pretentious. Wait, I don't think I called you pretentious.
Somebody's actually trying and was actually brought up in a different surrounding. And it's like, oh, that's bullshit.
Hold on real quick. But this is the thing. We didn't say, I never said that you was pretentious or said anything about what you said. And the Witch Doctor didn't either. So, but the problem is when y'all are saying that what we're saying is cap, it's not cap. Like what we're telling you is real rap. And this is the thing, right? To your point, if you say that, listen, 70 to 80% of divorces are filed by women. We know that's an actual fact, right? If we say that in the Black community, we have a single mama problem, that's a fact. Then we can't turn around and say that the fathers are somehow not allowing men to come into their daughters' lives and doing this and this and this and that. Those numbers don't add up. You have to say that it's the mothers that are allowing that, because the mothers are generally the custodial parents. What part of that am I lying about, or am I capping about?
The whole thing.
Yeah, we need to read the super chat.
And the reason why you're
looking at the cause. But
damn, okay, maybe my mic was on.
Yeah, but nobody didn't want to hear
Okay,
nobody didn't want to hear that.
Let's read the super chats real quick.
You know what I'm saying? Let me highlight them. Give me a minute. Let me do this real quick. My bad. I just want to share this shit. All right. And show to everybody on every side. Make sure you hit the like button. And what you want to do? Just highlight them.
Just highlight them and read them, but just don't play the music afterwards, so we can keep the conversation flowing.
Do we need the first one?
Yeah, you didn't read none of them.
Nah, we don't have to. We don't have to read the first one. I mean, we could not think apple jelly. We don't have to read that first one. Go ahead, T-Dub, and then below.
Shout out to the T-Dub. Appreciate you for gifting us one membership. Appreciate you. We also got Auntie HQ. She said all three are cool with me. $2 each to start. Appreciate you, Auntie HQ. She also said, let's go.
Thank you, Auntie HQ.
And shout out to the Unk be streaming, aka Red Pill Ranger. He said, well, y'all got a 2-time subject matter expert here. Appreciate you for the support. Appreciate you, bro. And we also got Living Humbly gifted 5 Easy Bands membership. Appreciate you, Living Humbly. And we also got Talking to Kinfo, talking mad shit in the chat. She says, supporting Sharon Bracey and The Temptation. Yeah, you think you
Ain't
got
nobody come in and see you, Otis, nigga.
show so to Robin M. Robin M is evil.
They're evil. They on some shit.
She says Sharon, Beverly, and Mace. Not funny, but I'll give you a laugh just because. So the Taylor Bell, aka Taylor Gang, Leo Gang, we in here. He said, yo, we got like an all-star panel today. Do this more often, please. You know what? We'll try because as a matter of fact, when we did it accidentally before, a lot of y'all requested it, so we decided to deliver. Appreciate you. And we also got Vaughn Bryant. He said people are very good at camouflage in their character. You may not find out until after you have committed to the covenant. Bait and switch is a master. Shows appreciate you.
Brian, thank you, brother. Appreciate you, bro.
And we also got MJ, aka Conversations with MJ. She said, you be killing me next time. I'ma get on your ass. She says she's telling. Appreciate you, MJ. And shows her the TMKC in the place to be. She said, facts LA, the men be on code and don't even know each other. That's a cap.
Stop the cap.
But I appreciate you for your support.
Bruh.
And we got Chris Reed. Chris, you've been getting better with the super chats on topic. He said, want a girl. No, you see, I don't know, man. He said, want a girl, just wear a chastity belt. We appreciate all of y'all for your support, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe and share. Definitely hit the share on all the channels. I appreciate you. Appreciate it.
Money counting team. Money counting team. Money counting team. Money counting team. It's so exciting. Money counting.
Appreciate you for your support. I appreciate you.
Yo, can we talk about this now? This is the thing. Shout out to Men's Fair algorithm that said this shit, and it's true. Yo, there's 2 things. Mothers of modern times, even when I was coming up.
You're not reading the Cash App? I got a Cash App I want to read. I thought you was reading.
Go ahead.
No. Hold on real quick. Give me, if you don't mind, give me a second. Let me just complete my thought, and you can read the Cash App. I'm not reading nobody's comment. But what I'm saying is, salute to TMKC. Thank you to anybody that hit the Cash App. Y'all make sure y'all hit the Cash to support the show. But listen. So the truth is, there's a lot of women that are doing 2 things. Mothers that are doing 2 things. Number 1, they're competing with their daughters for the attention of men, unfortunately. Number two, they are engaging in sexual activity in front of their children or in close proximity to their children. Let's be honest and let's be real, including walking around half naked, not being scantily clad, wearing booty shorts, wearing broad pant, whatever the case may be, around their sons. So, we got to understand that a lot of women are out here without guidance, without leadership, and without direction. And that's the problem.
Shout out to the Cash App. It said, from Sugar. Thank you so much, baby girl.
Sugar Bum.
Baby girl. So I want to say this to that. The issue is that we conflate too many things and just not looking at the truth of the matter. This whole idea of this single mom epidemic and non-marriage women and women are initiating the divorce. We know the real reason behind that, and for some reason, when we had these conversations, a lot of men are just not being truthful with what's going on. In our community, we just don't really actually believe in marriage. All of us got an auntie and uncle that have been together for 10, 20 years and ain't never get married, and they ain't never thought about putting it on paper. So that's another thing that we got to really consider, that we do not trust the government to put it on paper. A lot of people in our community been together for 10, 20 years is not legally married. And then number two, we know for a fact that men do not mind holding and carrying out a relationship for 10, 20 years after the marriage is over. My father, who passed away, he was married to his ex-wife for 10 years past their time. They were separate, living in 2 different states, and they were still technically married. So men are not willing to go ahead and do the proper documentation to break up and divorce a woman in the first place. So that's why the women have to go ahead and initiate the divorce, because a man do not care to initiate the divorce, because he'll just go on and sling his ping, because he was slinging his ping when she didn't know anyway. That's the reason most likely why they got divorced, because she finally found out, she got the smoking gun, and she says, I'm out.
I don't know. I don't know about this, Sharon.
No, I think that, in terms of, I feel like men kind of just wait for the separation to be initiated. You know what I'm saying? They could be tuned out a long time ago mentally and everything like that, but to not be the one to break up the family, they'll just not talk about it, and wait for the other person to just be like, you know what? Okay, obviously we're having a conflict, or like I said, to initiate the whole situation. I think that is very true, even in regular relationships, not just in marriages.
Because guys don't look for happiness in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. Relationships should be happy, but guys don't look to the relationship for the sole purpose. Guys don't look at the relationship as a source of happiness. Even if it's not, even if we're not happy, it don't mean that the relationship is going down the drain. It could still salvage. You know what I'm saying? Because we got duty, and we dedicated to other shit, bro. We not just always thinking everything's gonna be happy. Even as kids, we learn that you can't be happy all the time. That shit is come on, man.
Yeah, that's why they go ahead and leave and go outside and get some new happy vagina, because it makes them happy. That's what it makes them happy. They want they are in that relationship for happiness.
That's a lie.
Don't get at me and try to say every man is willing to just be stoic, sit on the couch, drink a beer, eat the food, don't have sex.
You're supposed to be happy.
He go to sleep, he get back up, his alarm clock wake up, and he just remember what his dad taught him in a very stoic way. Yes, son, you the man in the house. Go out there and slay that dragon. Come back home. Don't get no vagina. Don't get no cooked food. Take out the trash. Change the tire. Don't get no laughs. Don't be happy, son. Just go ahead and shut up and stop.
Nah, but this
these men be crying because hold on. Hold on. I ain't finished. These men be crying. These men be crying. I got you. These men be crying because they are unhappy.
Yo, but this is the thing.
Wait a minute. Let me just
hold on.
We can get on the show. I don't stop nobody from
bro.
You can.
Are we gonna address all your points, bro? If you make 100
I
points,
didn't make a bunch of talk. I'll only make it one point that these men want happiness.
The only thing I wanted to say, men prioritize the happiness of their family over themselves in most cases.
Bars. Hold on. Come on, man. You just gonna filibuster the whole mic like daggone David Ruffin? Do you really think you Sharon Bracey and the Temptations, nigga? You ain't David Ruffin. Yeah. Yo, but nah, all jokes aside. Oh shit. Damn. Damn, see, you made me drop my
See what happened?
Drop my life. Hey, look,
I know
hold
you're
on,
lying
I'm not
because your
happy.
lips are moving.
I'm not happy about this. Look, so at the end of the day, men, like my man Wish Doctor said, are not taught to prioritize happiness. We are taught to prioritize duty and the betterment of the family or the betterment of those and the enrichment of those around us. We don't do the things that we do to be happy. We do the things that we do for everybody else to be good. And we usually generally look at ourselves last as a man. What do we want? What do we need? How do we feel? We don't put that as a man. You know for a fact you can't put that at the forefront of anything you got going on, because if you do, nobody will be taken care of and nothing will be taken care of. Most men want to sit, chill, drink a brew, be under the sun, you know what I'm saying, just relaxing. But do we do that? No, we go to work. We get up early in the morning. We work our mad hours a day. We do what we got to do to provide, no matter how it makes us feel, no matter how tired we are, no matter how sick we are. We understand that if it's to be, it's up to me as a man to make it happen. So come on, man. Don't even try that about men prioritize happiness. That's a lie from the pits of hell.
If men didn't prioritize happiness, they wouldn't be having all these side chicks. They wouldn't be going to the bar after work. It wouldn't be no thing as happy hour. Men created happy hour. The whole going to the bar after work is a man's thing. Men drinking on the job is a man's thing. Like all these things that is so cold.
They're not happy at home. There's men.
Right, they're stressed.
Because happiness matters. Thank you.
They're not leaving their relationship.
It matters. That was the whole point.
They're not happy. No, it's not about
That's
happiness.
crazy.
No, men don't prioritize happiness. Yo, Sharon, so you telling me
Then
you
what does be my
prioritize
peace
happiness?
mean?
Well, and don't. That's not about happiness. That means don't stress. Be my peace means don't stress me out and allow me the peace. No, no. Hold on. Time out. Hold on, Richard. No,
explain to them why peace and
hold on.
Explain why peace and happiness is not the same thing.
It's not. That's what I'm trying to do. Right.
Peace.
Hold on, Lauren. Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Peace and happiness is absolutely not the same thing. Peace means you're giving me room to be able to think, to be able to breathe, you're not on my back, you're not nagging me, you're not stressing me the F out. That's what peace means. Happiness is something else. Happiness is a feeling of elation or joy that is caused by a circumstance or situation. That's what happiness is. Happiness and peace are two totally different things. Peace just means you're giving me space, you're giving me room, I could think clearly, I could be able to handle the situation, but happiness is something totally different. So peace and happiness not the same.
Happiness is a byproduct of peace.
It can be.
If you didn't have peace, you would have less happiness. No?
It can be, but that's not necessarily the case. If I have peace, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm happy, right? But I can be happy if I have peace. But that doesn't. They're not synonymous. They're not synonymous.
Never satisfied. You can offer peace and it's like, how do you know
what? What type of shit is that?
So the thing is this: the truth of the matter is plenty of men that are destroying their families because they want to be happy. That's why they go and find another woman so they could be happy in some new vagina. They will go through gymnastics to be inside that new vagina and be happy. They outside tricking, getting caught with the other children at the shopping mall, spending money that they don't even have because they ain't spending it in their own house so they can be happy. They are trying to do things in the bedroom. They're not holding.
That is too general.
They're not holding it down. They are.
That is too general.
It's okay. You got it. I know you can hold on.
You know why?
What happened?
Because you're making 100 points. How are we gonna?
I did not make 100 points. I was only on 1 point.
99. You made 99.
99 minutes. You're on 1 point for 99 minutes.
But look at this, bro. Sometimes a man go to another woman not because of happiness, because he's making that woman happy at the home, but he might leave, and I'm not condoning it, because she might not appreciate how happy he's making her. So he go and make another woman happy. It's not about his happiness. He's thinking about the women. He's trying to make another woman happy that might appreciate.
The action still has to evoke something. Like, you're doing it for something, though. Like, it's something in it for you, right? Regardless, if you leave the house,
because
and
men,
to go make another woman happy, you're doing it for. I hope that you're getting something out of it.
This is what we get out of it. This is what men are trained to get out of it. We are trained to get out of it that we supposed to be self-serving, and that's what make us a real man. And that's what most guys go wrong thinking. That's why we do all of these things for y'all.
And that exactly, LA got she hit it on the nose.
That's what makes us happy.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You can answer after we finish.
Most things that make you a real man don't make all men happy. We just do it because of duty, because we told that's what we supposed to do as men. It's not necessarily.
That's a lie. So you're saying that so a man so when a man makes a lot of money by working hard, that's not going to make him happy?
Maybe not. You ain't heard money don't buy you happiness. Wait. So there's not a big saying that money don't buy you happiness. What are you talking about?
I heard that saying before.
Okay, so now it's maybes. So anyway,
no, it's not a maybe. Money don't buy you happiness.
You did an answer. Hold on. So when a man is taking care of his family, that makes him happy. And the fact that they show him appreciation makes him happy. He said, yes, I'm happy when I see my kids running around and not having the same stresses that I have.
I'm working 80 hours a week.
Matters.
The man work 80 hours a week to be happy. Sharon, you're trying to leave a lot of stuff on the table. All right, go ahead. My bad.
So when a man is providing all these things and he has accomplished things and he has accomplishments and he is an executor, that makes him happy, especially when his family give him gratitude towards the thing that he does. That makes that man happy. Once they are not showing gratitude, he get an attitude from the kids. He ain't getting no attention from his wife in the way that he want. All those things make him unhappy, and that's when he steps out the house.
Wait, Witch Doctor, the crazy thing is, the first thing is, we all know that money doesn't buy you happiness is a huge thing. It's a huge thing. The second thing that we know is that it's a huge thing that being a father and a husband is a thankless job. We could even see this from Father's Day, the difference between what women get for Mother's Day and what fathers get from Father's Day. Father's Day sucks for most men. So this whole thing about men are happy for taking care of their family is some bullshit. Men take care of their family because it's the honorable thing to do. It's the right thing to do. And we're taught that's what we're supposed to do as a man. That's how you get defined as a man. But let me guarantee you that most men do not get zero satisfaction from taking care of anybody, because most motherfuckers are ungrateful as hell and show no gratitude.
That's what I was saying. Being a parent is a thankless job. What you mean? Especially these days, these kids be feeling entitled to so much. And if you're a single parent, what do you think that you get for Mother or Father's Day? Big goose egg. Nothing. You feel me? So I don't know.
Right, because
it just is what it is.
Yeah, a lot of time I think men live in this ideology, this fantasy world of men are just getting treated bad, and it's just not true. It is not. A lot of men, they are in it because they want happiness. The ones that are staying in their marriages because they are happy with their marriage. It is not a bunch of men that have long-term great relationship are miserable in a marriage. We got to stop with the BS thinking that majority of men are just miserable in a marriage. I'm not miserable in my marriage, that's for sure. I am happy with my wife. I'm happy when I come home. I'm happy when my kids annoy me. I'm happy when my kids are having a good time. I'm happy when they see me. I'm happy when they make me upset. I am genuinely happy because happiness is not something that comes and go. I am generally a happy person because everything around me, I built it so I can be a happy human being.
Go ahead.
Happiness is absolutely circumstantial. Happiness is based on circumstance. It's absolutely temporary. What you're talking about is joy. Joy is a faith thing. You have faith, and so therefore you're joyful. You'll always have joy. But happiness is things are going optimal, things are going right. You're enjoying life. Life is great, so therefore you're happy. That's what it's. Go ahead, Rich, not the motherfucker.
Right, we don't got to play semantics. We know what we meant when we said happiness. We don't like.
Most men are happy living a bachelor life with a futon, the TV on a fucking box or some shit, and they still happy. You know what I'm saying? When they get with a woman, they upgrade their life because they want this woman to feel happy, safe, comfortable. Don't let they get kids. Now they really going all out. Now they really they might put bars on the windows. But as a man, you can handle shit by yourself. But when you got a family, you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you sacrificing as a man for your family, bro. You have to,
right, and you gotta pay for that shit, and that shit definitely don't make you happy to have to pay for all that bullshit that you wouldn't have if you didn't have a family.
Yeah, so most of the men that are living single are not happy, and we know that. That's why they online paying for relationships.
It's different. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
Literally, men are paying suits to have fake relationships with them. Hey, I just want you to be my girlfriend for the night or for the evening. So men are not happy being alone. Most men do not do well alone. Most men cannot be by themselves. Most men, this is the reason why it's a lot of people, they translate it into this thing called the red pill instead of manosphere. These no good suckers. This is what happens. This is why they had to find a community of estrogen. What is going on? They had to find a way. They had to find a community of estrogen-filled men to be happy with. This is why they keep trying to push women away from the conversations, because they are unhappy being alone and they trying to find some communion.
Hey, yo, if I can, DJ Witch Doctor, can I read this super chat, and then we just say, listen, if y'all want, I know there's a lot of people on my end. I appreciate you. I'm sure on Witch Doctor's end, Sharon's end as well. We appreciate each and every one of y'all LA Projects end. If y'all want your comments highlighted in red, because it's all four of us and we're simulcasting, we need you to do so through the super chat or through the Cash App. We're not ignoring you. We love you, especially our faithful viewers that always come through. We love you. We appreciate you. I'm not going to read your comments unless it's in a super chat or through a Cash App, all right? Because of what's going on. Shout out to my man, Living Humbly. If you could highlight that. He said, I disagree that men just agree about everything on here. If that was the case, it wouldn't be so much beef on here. That's an absolute fact, Living Humbly, and I appreciate you.
That's a fact right there. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Living Humbly. Appreciate you, family. So listen, if y'all want your comments highlighted in red, be like Living Humbly and be like Chris Reed and support the show. Go ahead.
And show so to Chris Reed, he says, so is that the reason why a man pissed on the toilet seat because he's not happy? Probably. We're not happy, bro. So it might be the reason, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for the support. We appreciate y'all. And we'll play this instead of the money thing because we want to. Go ahead, Sharon.
It's like, hey, you little heifer, I'm gonna piss all over this goddamn toilet. Here, I'm gonna write my name on this damn toilet.
Maybe the man is marking his territory, so no any other guy visit, they could. Nah. Which doctor was it? I need to leave. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, babe, why that urine smell like marijuana?
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
And talking to Kinfo, you're not getting none. You violating talking to Kinfo. You violating, man.
Tell her your office hours are between 9 and 5.
Right. This is after always.
I think it's a fake equivalent when we try to act like all these men are stoic out here and they don't need no happiness. It's just not realistic. Majority of these men, they are looking to be happy in their household. They're looking for peace in their household. They want to be appreciated in their household. They want gratitude in their household. They want all those things as well, because men are human beings. Men have feelings. And for some strange reason, men are ashamed to express that they do have feelings because they get caught up in this emotional stoicism that the red pill inside the manosphere, these no good suckers, keep on preaching, say, hey, you just gotta shut up. We still gotta be happy as well, too.
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. So to talk about stoic, we never mention stoic ever at all. So two things can be true at the same time. We cannot be stoic and not base our life based on happiness. I literally came here and said from day one, your happiness is an illusion. It's some fake shit. It doesn't exist, right? I think the problem with most people is they are chasing after happiness, and happiness is too elusive and it's too aloof for most people, right? Now, Do I want to be appreciated? Hell yeah. Do I want people to be grateful for the things I do for them? Hell yeah. Do I want people to show me that they care about what I'm doing for them? Yes. But do I expect to be happy all the time, 24 and some more? Absolutely not. No.
I'm happy 24 hours out the day.
You're a liar, and the truth is not in you.
24 hours out the day.
Right.
Even when I go through something hard, I am happy. If somebody pisses me off, I'm still a happy person. Just because I go through a emotional situation when I am angered for 2 to 5 minutes doesn't mean that I'm not happy. The problem is people don't know how to understand and express their emotion. You shouldn't be an angry person at all times. You should be a happy person at all times, unless something drastic happens. Yes, I could get sad if somebody die in my family. I would get sad for the moment, but I'm still a happy person because I'm very grateful of all the things that I accumulated from the place I came from and to a place I became and the place that I'm going. I'm always going to be a happy person because I love myself.
But this is the thing. So the thing is, happiness is circumstantial, right? It means that things are going your way, things are going your way, things are the way you want them to be. So now you're happy because it's circumstantial. But no, that everything is not perfect. Everything don't go your way. Like we know in the earth, sometimes it's raining and it's storms and it's earthquakes and it's tornadoes. It's all type of shit that happens, right? So we can't expect, even in the nature, things are not perfect. So why would we expect for our life to be perfect? And why would we expect to be happy 24/7? There's a winter, there's a summer, there's a spring, and there's a fall. So there's different seasons. So there's different emotions. It's okay to not be happy. That don't mean you have to be angry and mad. It's okay to be, to be angry and mad at the time. It's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay to be just okay sometimes. That's okay.
Yeah,
sometimes I think that's an operative word. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes if I find myself in a cycle of where I'm just seeing things negatively the majority of the time, it's time for me to check myself. That's how I feel, because there should be always something that you should be thankful for. Us Black folk, us spiritual folk, we know we woke up this morning with gratitude on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like what it takes to get through a lot of the muck. You know what I'm saying? And happiness does not mean perfection either. You know, we know it's not going to be perfect, but can you find something to be thankful for? You know, something to smile about after you work your shift, you know what I'm saying, and come home and the meal might not be up to your liking or whatever, the kids are being disrespectful or whatever, but you got a place where you can take a shower, you got a nice warm bed, you got electricity to use, you know, for your pleasure. There's things to be thankful for. So I think sometimes that mindset is kind of what is going to propel you to better things, you know, because staying on and focusing on negativity and what you see, yeah, that's them. That doesn't have to be you or your reality. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sounds crazy, but, you know, I think over time you can actually make that happen.
But that's the difference. Hold on real quick. That's the difference, right? Hold on real quick. That's the difference, right? Happiness and thankful and grateful is two totally different things, right? I believe in what you're saying. You should be thankful and you should be grateful every day. Those are faith things. Grateful and thankful means that you decided no matter what's going on, no matter what's happening, no matter what's going your way, you decided you're going to be thankful and you're going to be grateful. And I agree 1,000% with you there, right? Where we differ is happiness is not that. Joy is in line with thankful, grateful. Happiness is an outer experience, meaning things happen on the outside that make you feel happy. Joy is an internal thing. Gratitude is an internal thing. Thankful is an internal thing. Happiness, external. Grateful, thankful, joyful, internal. So that's the difference. Like, they're not synonymous. Go ahead.
So I think the problem is that you want to make it literal, and me and LA is just talking about it in general, right? We talking about in general what happiness is, right? And you making it very literal. And if you want to go with the literal sense, you are absolutely right. I think we are actually all saying the exact same thing. We are all in agreement at this point that you need to just be a happy person, so this way you could deal with anything that happens. If a bird shits on me, it doesn't matter. It's habit. See, it's a state of well-being, right? Like joy. See, this is what I'm saying. So it got all these words that so right. So you are making it to a very literal sense of every definition of every single word, but it's a well-being. And this is what me and LA is talking about. We talking about the being well, happy, that everybody is doing well, gratitude, all these other things. It all forms into happiness. So it is a well-being. Thank you for the AI overview. That's a good overview, because it's everything that we actually are saying. We actually all are in agreement at this moment that happiness is a well-being. You're going to go through something. Yes, you could get angry for the moment, but in your day-to-day, out of the 24 hours, you are going to be a happy human being, and you can never make somebody else happy. You can only keep yourself happy. So if the man is ruining his family by going out there and putting his peen in somebody else, therefore himself is not happy. You're on mute.
Yeah, that's more of like a personal thing. The
problem is, and the reason why so many people are in a messed up situation is because they're pursuing happiness, and happiness is elusive and aloof. That's why you have all these women talking about, oh, I woke up one day and I'm not happy. I don't feel like this. I don't feel like that. Happiness is a feeling, and because happiness is a feeling, sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, sometimes it's not around at all. And the problem is you cannot operate. Hold on, can you please take that down real quick, please? If you don't mind. If you don't mind, can you take that down for a second? You cannot operate based on a feeling. When you're married, it should not be based on how you feel. That's why they say for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, to death do you part, because they're trying to get you to understand that it should not be based at all on how you feel, because sometimes you're going to be up, sometimes you're going to be down, sometimes you're going to hate that mother effer and don't even want to be nowhere near them. Sometimes you're going to love them, their dirty drawers and everything that they got going on. So you cannot operate in a state in this world based on feelings. You can't. And happiness is absolutely a feeling. And that's the reason why everybody's so messed up. They're chasing something that doesn't exist. It's too elusive. It's too aloof. It's too temporal to be something to be trying to attain.
We're just going to have to disagree. I don't agree with your definition of happiness.
Is duty what we should be going after? I mean, what should be the main goal when people engage in or choose to participate in relationships? What should be the main goal?
To be committed to their commitments.
So duty.
Your duty, committed to your commitment, doing what you say you're going to do, and honoring that regardless. That's what I believe. Like, I believe that if you, because a lot of times if people sign up for a job, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it's sleeting, whether it's hailing, whether they're sick, whatever the case may be, they show up for work. So I think that a relationship should be that type of way, because we all know as grown adults, sometimes you don't like that other person. Sometimes that other person gets on your nerves and you can't stand them. And that's just a reality, and it's okay, right? But you got to have a mode of communication or a default that says, yo, when we're in this mode, we're going to work extra hard like this, or we're going to do like this, or we're going to do like that, right? But yeah, I think that in a relationship, you should not prioritize feelings. You should prioritize the duty, the commitment that you have.
So the problem is that when we had these conversations, we say the woman just woke up unhappy. No, she was unhappy for a long time, and it turned into depression, and she finally got fed up, and she says, I'm not happy. And when she says I'm not happy, for some reason, these arguments, we tend to see that she just woke up one day and she said, you know what? Today is the day that I'm not happy with everything. No, it took time for her to get into this state of depression. So the same way how you could be happy and have fulfillment, you also have another side of that fulfillment and happiness, which is depression, which men and women go through. And sometimes it takes a while for a person to deep dive into that. LA, she has a filter which she says, hey, I've been into a negative situation for way too many days. I got to check and see what's going on. And then she rewire herself back to her happy version of herself. She fixed it. Some people, they just keep going into the dark side, and then one day they wake up and they finally have enough. But that doesn't mean that they woke up that day and wasn't happy. No, it was time that put that person in that situation. That's what actually happens in real life. We just got to acknowledge it.
But this is the thing, right? Men feel the same way too, and this is the deal, right? Like you said,
thank you.
Men feel the same way too. That's why I said men don't prioritize happiness. Men will stay because that's what they committed to do. They committed to stay, and they committed to stay in the good times. They committed to stay in the bad times. They committed to stay for better or for worse. So they don't prioritize their happiness. Most men don't like their women a lot of the time. Most men are not happy with the way that woman moves around, or she talks, or she operates, or whatever the case may be, but yet they're still there because it's not about happiness, and happiness is temporal.
I'm just wondering, like, if all those, like, just hypothetically, if there was just that list was like, you know, he doesn't like the way that she moves and this, that, and like, why is she even there in the first place? Why does she have the title of being his woman or whatever? Like, why are people putting up with bad behavior? In my opinion, I think a lot of people kind of suffer from low self-esteem in one form or another. Because if you're putting up with bad behavior and you're choosing to stay, what does that say about how you feel about yourself?
Nothing. Hold on. Nothing.
It's okay. We all talking about brother.
I know,
like,
but let me just.
We can keep going in around.
Let me. Okay, but you
just went. She spoke. I speak. We can keep going.
No, you just went before she went, and I just was quiet. But nothing. So to answer your question, nothing. It doesn't say nothing about you as a person, right? The thing is, if you go away just because someone is having a bad time or operating in bad times, then that means that you have low character and low integrity. Because if you married a person, you didn't marry them till they get on your nerves, do you part, till they have bad behavior. For a situation, you feel away right now. You don't like them right now. So as a man, it's no bearing on you as a man. And if you, because she has autonomy, she's a person, she's gonna do what she want to do, right? But you're gonna say, hey, look, you're gonna try to reel it in, you're gonna try to have some alternatives, y'all gonna try to have communication, converse about it, try to fix it. But at the end of the day, just because someone is doing something at a particular time does not mean that you should just leave them because you don't like them right now.
Oh, okay. So you're just talking about something that's temporary, but like when you started out, they were great, they were compatible for you. Is that what you're saying? And they kind of went through a spell? Because what I was hearing was just like somebody who picked someone who was incompatible. I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, because
of course everything is not. Yeah, you should stick it out, you know. But if you know that person is compatible for you, but you know, because I had a grandmother, you know, my great grandmother actually, like she had Parkinson's for 40 years, and like my great grandfather would not let it. She wasn't going to no home. You know, like that was his job, you know, and we have pictures together in her wheelchair and she had stockings on and everything, hair done, you know, because he felt like that was his job. But they had been together. She had birthed his children. So I definitely understand that, you know, if it's you hit a hiccup, yeah, you definitely stay with that person. But I was thinking that this was like an off the rip, incompatible type of individual. So I apologize.
Right, because the conversation where it turned to the person just woke up one day unhappy, and we keep trying to get the understanding that it turns into unhappy, it turns into depression. When they got married, everything was all good, and then eventually it turned into depression. It don't just one day both parties is just the man is just out there cheating and she is out there just not giving him sex. No, it eventually got there. They was fine and happy. It was a honeymoon phase, right? And then that honeymoon phase faded off and they stayed in that faded section of the marriage. And this is why a lot of marriages do fail, because they don't know how to get themselves out of that depression part of marriage, because they don't know how to work through things. And because they both want to be happy, he goes to find his happiness outside the home. She go finds her happiness outside the home. And that's what happens. So both parties do need to be happy. You could flip it into joy and all these other things. And to make it literal, we understand, but we talking about the temperament of the person is what we actually talking about, not the literal word.
But the problem is that when you try to use somebody else to give you happiness, we know that that's a lie and a facade too. It's pseudo. And that no one else can make you happy like you just previously stated. So if you try to go to another person and use a physical interaction, intimacy, in order to make yourself happy, that in itself lets you know how divisive, how elusive, and how fake happiness is, because it's not happy. You have a sense of euphoria. You might have bust and you feel elated at a particular time, but you're not happy because, again, at the end of the day, another person can't make you happy or make you unhappy. And if you're using people to fill in a void of happiness, you're already losing. And this is the problem today. We sit there and we don't value relationship. We don't value commitment. We don't value our word, even when we swear before God. We don't value that. We say, oh, well, this person is getting on my nerves extra this month. Or this person, I can't stand them. They snore too much. Or, yo, they feet stink this week. Or, yo, they're sick and they haven't given me no coochie for 2 weeks. Like, yo, at the end of the day, your relationship, your marriage shouldn't be based on any of that external shit. It should be based on you made a commitment, you made a vow, and you figure out a way to work that shit out and fix it.
Okay. I agree for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds good. Hey,
come on, Dad.
Hey, look. I want. Hey, the people that's doing it. Shout out to the people that's standing in a marriage. You got more than 10 years of marriage. Hey, salute to you.
I mean, that's honestly what I've seen, even though that's not what I've experienced personally, but that's what I've seen in my life, so I know it's possible. So
absolutely, I'm almost 20 years in.
Yeah, so it's like
20 years. So I understand, like, it sounds good, but I know for a fact that most of these men are not doing what he's saying. It sounds good when they say it. Like, a lot of men say, what is he say? Most men don't want to pay the cost to actually do that situation. Because it takes a lot. It costs a lot because both parties got to humble themselves for y'all to have a happy marriage. It cannot be one-sided. So, yeah, it sounds good. And these men say all these things. And when I wake up and I remember my dad was cutting the grass, all that bullshit. And then when it comes to real life, they cannot maintain a goddamn relationship. It is true. And this is why the topic that Izzy brought up about choosing the wrong person is so important. I'm glad that he brought that topic up today because it turned into a really good conversation today. And you have to not, like what he just said, I just want to reiterate on the things I said. You cannot use people as your physical muse to make you happy because it's just not going to work. Right. You cannot use your wife and try to use her as a project or your girlfriend as a project to make you a happy man because you gave her a business, because you got her hair did, or that ain't not going to make you a happy person. You need to do what makes you a happy individual. Your happiness needs to be about you. So no matter what you go through in life, you having a rough day, hard day, somebody dies in your family, you can't pay a bill, you still are a happy person. That's what's going to get you through tough times with you and your other significant other, because both of y'all happy and y'all get through it together. So all this fake ass men are sacrificing and all this bullshit. Men ain't doing it. If they was doing it, they won't be cheating the way how they be cheating.
That part
if they was really doing it, they wouldn't be oops upside they woman's head the way how they doing. They wouldn't be whooping their kids' ass if they was so. No, it's not going down the way how these fantasy of these great men be. No, they need some goddamn learning.
The problem is you
want to put their hands on their wives and kids, and then if I put my hands on them, they be why did you ain't stoic? Why did you get so angry? Because I learned from you. You keep putting your hands on your goddamn people that you love.
The problem is you think that you're special and you think you're the only one, but you're not. There are a lot of men who are taking care of their responsibility and taking care of their families. And this is another problem. The problem is you say that women should have autonomy and women should be able to do this and do that, but yet and still you make it seem like men have control over these women, and they do not. Women have a mind of their own, and they have their own autonomy. So what's happening is you have men who are committed to the situation, trying to do what's right, and these women who aren't happy. All of a sudden, I'm not happy. I don't feel happy anymore, and then they're leaving because they're taking your dumbass advice that you said, and they're running off. And these men, and then you say, "Oh, well, y'all can't keep your relationship together." Like, shut up with that dumb shit. That shit is stupid.
I don't know how you can say that about me when I'm almost 20 years in. So that's kind of crazy. I wasn't even talking about myself, but regardless, if you are a man and you are not paying attention to your woman and you're not happy in yourself, you are not going to be happy in your relationship. If you think that you are one of those men that say, "Hey, I love my girl, but I'm going to cheat on her time to time," then you ain't happy in your relationship. You are breaking the goddamn covenant you and your woman made. Simple and plain. If you out there putting your hands on your woman and your kids, talking about, "I love my kids, but I'm going to put physical hands on them," you don't love your kid the way how you think you do. You are lying to yourself. And this is how we know a lot of men are not happy with their situation. That's why they quick to raise their fucking hand. But they would never raise it to an actual man.
Fam.
That's too risky.
Hold on. This is a lie from the pits of hell. Anybody that I know that ever put hands on a woman, they'll put hands on anybody. Niggas don't be caring like that. Like, at the end of the day, women be putting their hands. Listen, there was DJ Witch Doctor just played the other day 2 scenarios recently when women deleted women. And this is on the uptake and on the rise. So you trying to make it seem like men are just all violent and they're just being violent to these women, and these women are not doing anything at all, is a freaking lie. Women be putting hands, feet, ass, and elbows on men, toes, and noogies, yo. So at the end of the day, these women be trying to beat these men ass because they watch Black Widow, because they watch Wakanda Part 2 forever, and they think that they can whip a man's ass, and they trying to whip a man's ass, and then when they get their ass whipped, then they feel bad. Come on, man, just don't play with me, man. Stop playing.
Yeah, I don't know. That sound cool, but like again, that sounds good, but we know for the fact that the stats is not on your side when you say those things. It sounds good that we can find the wild radical women that are abusive, and it's not like it's 100% that women do not do the same thing as well. Nobody here is preaching that, but what we do understand is that even in the movie Sinners, right? Since we want to bring up fake ass movies for some reason, that's supposed to be the reason why, right? And Sinners, one of the twin brothers, the reason why he killed his daddy because he kept putting hands on him. The reason why he was talking to his little cousin. He said, "Hey, your daddy putting hands on you? How about the other kids?" Because it's a history of men putting hands on people. This is not something brand new that we trying to act like all these men are just having the best patience in the world. No, they are not. They are getting drunk. They mad at their job because they can't make no money. It's a lot of men out there that's having some tough times. They don't know how to get through it. And then we got men faking and funking, acting like all men are these great Denzel Washingtons out there. They are not. Most of them is putting hands on people.
No. Most men are not putting their hands on women.
The problem is y'all keep believing in these
you lying.
These men that are great. They are not the majority.
So how are you great and everybody else is not? How is this possible? How are you great and everybody else is not?
The statistic shows that it is not what you say it is.
So how
but most men are not bad. Most men are in the middle.
How are you the exception, Sharon? How are you just this great man and you learned how to do it on your own and you didn't have a man to teach you, but men that have men to teach them, men that have posterity, men that have a legacy, they're just these horrible human beings that don't know how to treat women. That's some bullshit. You lying.
Because a lot of men, they believe in this goddamn male misogyny, this male patriarchy. Hey, listen, you are the this, down, the third, and you don't have to prove any of these things. You don't even have to have no results to be the man. As long as you got some balls, you the man. Anything you say goes. I don't care if you don't make no money, you still the man. I don't care if you never led nothing in your life, you still the leader. I don't care if you don't have no financial literacy, you still the leader. I don't care, son. You go ahead and do it. And make sure you're going to have sex with as much women as you can, but when you come home, make sure you
Who
keep coming home
raises-
to your wife.
who
I
raises young
barely
men like
ramble. This
that?
man been rambling. I've
Come
been
on, bro.
patient.
Come on, I ain't said nothing, but
Man
you
rambles.
said,
I don't
but
interrupt.
Sharon, if you say 50 things, it's hard for us to go back to all 50 things that you say, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you mix a lot of the truth with a lot of bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
No, because I got to answer a lot of things that he is saying. He says a lot. And then you trying to act like I'm the one saying it. I'm answering all the things that he is bringing up. And then I'm giving you references to why I'm saying those things. I'm giving you points of view why I'm saying it. I'm not just saying it out of thin air. I'm giving you my perspective and why I have that perspective. Because it's statistics that backs up my perspective, and his is just smoke. He has no proof of what he's saying. You cannot look up no statistics that say that women is doing this more than men. We know for a fact men is whooping women ass, men are whooping children ass, men are whooping men ass. We know this.
And so women are not whipping women ass, and women are not whipping men ass, and women are not whipping children ass. Especially women are the number one progenitor and predator of children. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about, the stats doesn't prove what you're saying.
That's a lie from the pits of hell. What you talking about?
It sounds good what you're saying, but
it don't even sound good what you're saying.
Right, because I'm telling the truth. The stats says otherwise, and it is okay. But if we don't start recognizing what is, we are not going to be able to move relationships forward. We keep on trying to just act as if the truth is not the truth. It doesn't matter what it is. I just deal with it. At one point, I was a horrible person. I became something better. So that's why I could talk about these things, because I know I was once somewhere where I shouldn't have been in the first place, because I believed in a lot of bullshit ass men and all they fake ass toughness. And then it come out to find out they was pussy in the first place.
So women don't. So Sharon,
why you keep going to women?
Wait, hold on. No, because you bringing up women. So you
I
don't
did not.
You hold on. Now you interrupted. So women
I interrupted.
Women don't beat children. Women don't beat children. Women are not abusers of children.
I'm not. So I'm not saying that again. That's why I said it's nothing 100%. I'm not saying that there's not some horrible, degenerate women out there. This is not the conversation that women never do it. We're not having a conversation that women never do it. Also, we know when it comes to child abduction, you need a woman to child abduct. So, right. So, like, I understand the truthful of things. I'm not talking about fucking women. We talking about what the truth is. I'm not saying, hey, look at this apple. Now look at this apple. I'm saying that this is a fucking bad apple. We need to fix this bad apple and take it out the fucking basket. Let's concentrate on taking this one out the basket. The other one is on the fucking floor. We can worry about that. That one ain't corrupting the basket right now. We talking about this one. So let's stay on the topic, and then we can move on to whatever you want to bring up a conversation about the woman degeneracy. That is fine as well, but then we could keep it on that.
Well, both of the topics were about women. You want to always blame men for everything. You always want to try to make it seem like men are the worst human beings, but you're supposed to be this special good man. Make it make sense. If men are so horrible, how are you able to be this great man, but other men are just terrible and stupid? Both of the topics deal with women and not men. What are you talking about?
So the reason why, if you want to keep bringing me into the conversation, even though I'm talking about in general, but since you want to bring me into it, the reason why, because I'm willing to pay the cost to be a good man. I'm willing to do the hard things to be a good man. I know how much it costs. I know exactly what to do, and then I go ahead and do it. I don't just talk about it. I actually walk the goddamn walk.
And you think you're the only one, though? That's what I'm saying. You're not the only. This is not Highlander. You're not the only one. There's a lot of men who are like you, Sharon. Well, not just like you, but there are a lot of men who take care of their families, who are honorable by their families, who love their families, and who make sacrifice for their family. That's a lot of men like that, bro. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
And I never said that it wasn't.
Nah, but you're trying to make it seem all these men just beat women and abuse children, and they don't take care of their families.
What I am going to say is that when I have these conversations, majority of men believe putting their hands on their kids. Majority of men on these conversations, they don't have no problem with domestic discipline. Majority of men don't mind saying, hey, you a fat bitch, even though you my wife and I love you. Majority of men don't mind saying, hey, you need to feed me and shut the fuck up. So therefore, I'm going off of what these men are saying and communicating. I'm going off what the statistics says about what men are doing. These men are not willing to put in the work. These men are not willing to put in the work to actually become the man that they know they're supposed to be. They want to do what's easy. Y'all keep stopping me like y'all know all these fuck. You right.
Sharon, you mix a lot of stuff together.
I'm not mixing out one thing.
What kind of statistics are you talking about, sir?
I'm talking about criminal statistics. And we look up the statistics of who is doing the ass whooping. Men are doing most of the ass whooping of all people. We know that. And it's okay. Like, we understand that it is women that's out there that is doing it as well. I'm not trying to say that no women do it. I don't know why it has to be so.
But aren't we talking about in the confines of relationship?
What I'm having a conversation about is the majority of what we are talking about, not just the.
But you adding in a bunch of shit that ain't got to do with it.
Just so we're clear, so this way, man, to stop being in the estrogen. It is women that do degenerate things as well. It's women that help out adult children. It's women that's out there doing some pedo shit. It is women out there that is violating the teacher-child agreements that they're supposed to have. It is a lot of women that is not taking care of their children. It's a lot of women that are doing the wrong things as well. So this way, y'all can understand that I don't care about those women. I'm not trying to protect some bad woman. This is what we understand and be clear. For some reason, y'all think that I'm protecting bad women. I don't get it.
So all women don't need protection?
I don't know what that means.
Wait a minute. All. Do you know what all means?
Yes.
What about women?
Yes. All. I believe all human beings need protection. Yes.
All human beings. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Men and women. So I don't know. Yeah.
All men
Should
need
men protect. Should men protect all women? Sharon Bracey.
Right. Yeah. Men should protect women. Yeah.
All women.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's a contradiction. What do you mean?
Contradiction to what?
You say we shouldn't protect the bad women.
I never said anything about protecting no bad women. If somebody proves that they bad, and then you need to do what is needed to do in society. So protecting, so me arresting, if I was a police officer or if I see a crime that a woman is doing and I'm protecting another woman, that is still protecting women. All of them. I'm calling the police so she can get locked up and hopefully somebody won't whoop her ass again. So I'm protecting the goddamn criminal by calling the police, and I'm also protecting the one that is the victim as well.
So all women, the good, the bad, and the ugly, should be protected by men. Okay, I just
by society, not by men, by society. This whole idea that men are doing a protection because majority of men have the jobs is insane to me. That's society, not men. If we didn't have a society, majority of people would just mind their business, and that's the truth of the matter. Men and women, they'll just mind their damn business.
So, I with that being said, this has been a dope conversation. Can a man or do men make women baby mamas, or do men make women single mamas? That's Are y'all ready to move on to the next topic?
Sure. Could we are we gonna read the super chats before?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good. You got it.
Where we left off, did we read we said this one. Shouts out to Manosphere Algorithm member for 14 months. He said gay once meant happy. So Sharon Bracey is happy. Damn.
Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like do.
And show so the B love, she said, I'm sorry for my jokes and stuff. Genuinely.
Stop the cap.
You're not sorry.
Why you play out? Shout out to B Love. I accept. Hold on. Shout out to B Love. I accept your apology. Salute to you. I didn't play that. DJ Wish Doctor did.
That is. Come on, bro.
Yeah, you play.
You know what? I'll take the blame.
You play Stop the Cap.
And shows out the Unk be streaming. Damn. He says, Sharon, you the very man you condemning. A certified baby mama maker. Damn. Tell us how you created 2 baby mammies. Mammies is wild.
Wow.
That is wild to see. Why were they not worthy, Sharon? Umar. Why were they not worthy? That is crazy to see. You know what I'm saying? That is wild. My bad, Sharon.
You don't gotta apologize. Yes. I wasn't. Hey,
do you want to address anything there?
I mean, like, hey, listen. This is a man that cheated on his wife. That he had to go to he had to go to therapy to make sure his wife didn't leave him. His wife was going to leave him because he was a cheater. So you know what I'm saying? He's not a honorable man. He cannot tell me anything about marriage where half of his marriage he was fucking everything moving. So men like this, he would play and act as if he's some great honorable man because he got a lot of years in his marriage as well. But half of his marriage, he was fucking everything moving. He was a complete degenerate, and he's still a complete degenerate. He's a man that literally wears a wig. He goes in his wife's closet and say, you know what? I think I don't want to wear a hat. I want to wear my wife's wig outside in the public. And that's the man that y'all don't call gay, but y'all will call me happy. I'll say happy. This man is a very happy man. So, you know, it is what it is.
I don't want no parts of this. What the freak is happening?
So again, and people, and the problem is that a lot of times people want to try to make your past be who you are forever. That's who I was once before. I became something different. So just because I did I messed up when I was younger, that was a lesson I had to learn. I had to become a better man because, like I said earlier, I was once believing in that same bullshit that he believes in. I believe that bullshit. I love you, even though I'm putting my dick in everything moving, even though I'm taking money out of my household. I believe that shit too. I come home, don't I? If somebody was to come and try to do something in his house, who's going to protect you? I am, ain't I? I believe that same nonsense that he believed. Then I had to become a man. And when I became a man, I started moving different. I started communicating different. I'm not going to risk my relationship for some goddamn because she looked good and she had a fat ass. Now I'm going to respect the person that I'm with. And if that person that I'm with doesn't respect me, then I would just leave that person. I don't need to get my get back. I'm not going to feel bad if something happened and my woman did something. That is on her. It ain't on me because I'm doing everything that is properly in my relationship so I can move forward. So anything that what woman I was with and something happened and that person did something that to disrespect my relationship, I'm at peace at leaving that relationship quick, fast, in a hurry because I did the right things. I don't feel guilty. A lot of these men, they've been cheating so long on their wife. When their wife go out there and suck some dick, they take her right back and kiss her right on the mouth.
Whoa. How did we get here? How?
Wait, what?
As soon as she finished sucking some dick and he caught her, he said, you know what, baby, I done put my face in so many asses that I'm just going to have to say you finally got me back. And he kissed his wife right on the mouth right after. Mwah. Love you, babe.
What the freak? I don't want no parts of this. I don't know what's going on.
Moving along. So the Cellulite podcast. He said, what qualifies these random women for protection? Anybody? What qualifies random women for protection? Anybody?
So the thing is that to qualify this random protection, it don't have nothing to do with the woman. It has everything to do with you. You as a man. So even if a KKK man, right, and he's a goddamn cop, guess what? He still got to protect me if I call him. I don't give a fuck what's your affiliations with the K. I don't care how much you're racist towards black human beings. When I call you, hey, you better take this goddamn police report. I don't give a damn. So again, the protection has nothing to actually do with the woman. It has everything to do with society or that man and what he feels is deemed right. Simple as that. Damn, I think Bars.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a bar.
Shit.
I didn't want to hate, but I don't think
Exactly. Hey. He'll be talking about shit. Just rambling.
So the Ongbe streaming, he said, this the same nigga that last week said it's not cheating on your wife if she knows. Wait a minute. Just like pagan ain't gay. This
Damn.
sucker ducker.
Damn. Why?
Right.
Why?
So we do all, everybody here is grown up to understand that it cannot be cheating if the woman knows, right? Right. Cheating is something dishonest. That's number one. Number two, we also played the video and it showed that I never said anything about pagan. This is how I'm telling you. The man that he literally goes in the closet and then he comes out the closet with a wig on, is calling a man. This is insanity. He is talking about stuff. When he look, I want that man to do this. Go in the mirror and start just listen to yourself talk, bro. Listen to yourself. And you will see who you really are. This is crazy. The man that comes out the closet with a wig is calling another man's gay. This man's literally gossiping when we cleared up the gossip, witch doctor, and he was there.
Please don't involve me, sir.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No, witch doctor, look, this man is gossiping when me and you cleared up the gossip. This is not manly. You go and you walk out a closet with a wig on, sir, and then you gossiping.
You see the Lord, you see how the Lord made everything peaceful and his wife peaceful. Gotta go back to be.
Is the coast clear? Wait, is the coast clear? I don't know how we got here with the freak. We battling with the chat.
Get you a snack.
The Cellulite podcast. He said contradiction on Sharon's part.
Lord Jesus.
Preach it, it's a contradiction on Sharon's part because he said all women deserve / should be protected. My question was specifically what qualifies random women for that.
Right, and I answered. I don't know why he missed it. So
he's saying that you don't got to have a qualification.
Right, you don't need no quality. Like it doesn't have anything to do with the woman at all. So yes, we as men, we should protect our society as much as we possibly can. It doesn't have anything to do with her. And that's why I brought up the fact that a police officer could be KKK, but he still has the obligation to protect a black person because he's a police officer. So that's what I mean by it. If hopefully that clears up.
Ongbe streaming for out of respect for Sharon. I don't want to read the thing, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You my brody, I fucks with you, right? But we're gonna gotta skip that one. But I appreciate it. Come on.
Yeah, it's getting a little hectic.
Yeah, Show to Andre Brown, New World Order, aka New World Order. He says, "Oh my God,
damn."
Let me read it in my head first." Okay, this one ain't too crazy. Well, it is crazy, but it's not no. You know what I'm saying? It's not no innocent bystanders getting shot, right? He says, Sharon, how many glazed donuts do you eat at once? That is wild to ask this man. Do you want to respond to that, Sharon, or are you good?
Yeah, this is just how happy some of these men are. They are so. This is how happy they are. This is not really me, right? So, again, the only time when people say these type of things, they only say it to a straight man. They don't say this to a gay man. So this is how you know that they are the ones that when they see me, they like, damn, I wish I could be a man like Sharon. Why my daddy is nothing like Sharon? I want Sharon to be my goddamn daddy.
Sharon, that's not gonna make them.
If I had a daddy like Sharon, man, I'd be so much of a better man. See, the problem is I'm the authority. They look up to me and they wonder why I'm so high up in the air, why they can't reach me. It ain't my fault. I'm sorry. God did it to you.
That's why they're gonna keep going at you, Sharon, because you
Yeah.
get
You,
Because I tell the
you,
truth.
can,
Yeah.
you can be up here next to this nigga and put me below you, not below him, because this nigga, he got no.
got you. You want to get no strange.
That nigga's gas. Yeah, I don't want nobody getting no strange ideas, sir.
No, I'm nervous. I don't know what chats are coming up. I seen we went past that one. TMKC said, DJ, can you read that super chat again? I don't know which one you're talking about. TMKC. Did she mention which one in the chat? I don't know which one you're talking about. Come on. Why are you trying to get me in trouble? You know what I mean? Come on, man. We've been obeying the law, right? Also, shout out to Umbi Streaming. He said, your whole channel is gossip bleep sucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
So we didn't see you call Lee and Kazim sexy. What the hell? Loose wrist noodle arm bleep sucker. Come on, y'all. Let's not do. Come on. Go ahead, Sharon. Sharon gotta get a chance to go at you if you know what I'm saying. Go ahead, Sharon. Do your thing. You muted.
I'm his daddy. This is his first time he get the chance to buck up at his dad. He like, finally, I get to talk back to my dad. I'm a real man now. It don't matter if I wear my wife's wig and pantyhose. I was doing it just because I was doing a skit for comedy for other men to laugh at me in a wig and pantyhose. Yeah. That's something a straight man would do. Wear a wig and pantyhose. Sure.
And shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent over on Sharon's channel. She said we keep it cute in the Bracy Bunch chat. That's what your people's is called, the Bracy Bunch. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the panelists and their chat fans. Shout out to you, Natasha Vincent. Shout out to you. Right? And we got Studio Mansion. He said another rant from the Rim Panther. That is crazy.
Shout out to Studio Mansion. Appreciate you, fam. Salute. What's up, Kills?
And I appreciate
my bad.
Damn, Kills ain't send no bread. Shows her the Kills, right? And Cynical One. Shows her the Sin.
And Slimmy too, my fault.
And Slimmy, you know what I'm saying? Shows out to everybody who just join us. If we miss you, we ain't trying to diss you.
Money counting team. Money counting team. Money counting team. Money counting team. It's so exciting. Money counting team. Money counting team. Money counting team. Money counting team. It's so exciting.
All right.
So now let's get back to the last topic of tonight. Oh, we got one more. Might as well do that one last one, and then we can get to the one.
Yeah, I read your super chat, So you're probably driving.
No, he meant the one.
Oh, this one right here.
Yes,
Is
that
this
one.
right here? Shows her the cell. My bad. I thought we got this one. He said, so it's not that women should be protected. It's just that random men should be more willing to supercharge the simp cape to save random women. So he's saying, in case you don't understand what he's saying it's not that women should be protected. It's that men should just be a sacrificial lamb or put their life on the line type shit.
No, I'm saying that if men are out here always constantly saying that they are the protectors, then you should just be that. Then if that's what you are,
I think that's in the confines of a relationship, though. Protective for your woman, your family.
And if that's the case, then they need to say that I'm protect minds. Stop saying that men are protectors, because we know for a fact that we could play videos of a man pushing his woman in front of the goddamn bullet. But we ain't gonna have we try not to talk about those things because we don't think that's the majority of men, and it is okay. Most men never been in a fight. Most men, women never seen them in a fight. Most women don't even know what they man would really do in that type of situation. Most people have a flight or flight. And men, He said somebody run on his woman and then run back like, oh shit, babe, why you see me running? I thought you knew what we was trying to do.
Hell no, that's crazy. So to Juju, what up, Ju? She said, love the panel. So to you all. Love the different opinions and good dialect. You see, people on our side know how to behave too. Is only Izzy chat they're the bad apples, you know what I'm saying? Izzy chat, you know.
What? That shit is Sharon chat. What the hell? That shit is Sharon chat. That ain't my chat. That's Sharon's chat talking about he's there, David Ruff and We the Temptations, and he's Frankie Beverly and We Maze. That's his chat.
They popped it up. They did pop it off, you know what I'm saying?
My chat is cool. Hey, y'all, shit on them, man.
Supported. Appreciate y'all for the motherfucking super chat. Appreciate y'all. Let's play this.
Don't be blowing me up, nigga. I ain't getting up. Ain't no use to you. Ringing my line, stop wasting my time. Nah, I can't even hear what you say. I ain't better do shit.
Where's my money? It's right here. Right there.
And I think the other topic was.
Yeah, we got one more, and then let's get into the topic. One more. Let me see.
Slimmy.
And show so to Slimmy, he said, "What's good?" Show so to y'all for squatting up again. So to you, Slimmy, appreciate you for watching, and we're gonna give Slimmy. Let's give Slimmy a quick celebration. I got you.
Don't be blowing me up, nigga. I ain't getting up. Ain't no use to you.
Yeah, so the new topic, we should all probably do polls too, right? Can men or do men make single mothers? Can they do it? I believe men are actually the ones that are creating single mothers, but that's my stance.
Instead of a poll, could we ask them to put a 1 or 2 in the chat so we could see what's going on?
Let's see what's going on. Yeah, you set up the poll. I want to hear Izzy Bands, I believe, and then we could let's do Izzy LA to me because y'all know my stance. I don't think men can. I think men are 100% creating this single mother epidemic.
I think it's impossible. I think it's impossible for men to create single mothers the same way it's impossible for men to make a woman happy or make a woman unhappy. The reason why I say that is simply this. Number one, women have too many contraceptive measures if they don't want to get preggo. Number two, it's on the woman's baby, the daddy's maybe. It's my body. I could do what I want. My body, my choice. So for those reasons alone, it's impossible for a man to make a woman a single mother. Not to mention, a lot of times we don't even talk about this, but the emotionality that women go through when they're preggo. When a woman is pregnant, a lot of times she goes through so many myriad of emotions, and a lot of times she pushes that man away, somewhat unintentionally. Not to mention after she has the baby, and the what they call that postpartum depression or whatever the case may be. So there's a lot of chemical things that go on with women as well that make women a lot of times unbearable to live with, unbearable to be with, and they push the man out of the home. So for all of those reasons, including much, much more, the man cannot make a woman a single mother.
Go ahead, LA. What say you?
Of course, it takes two people to tango to create the child. But when we talk about becoming a single parent, sometimes, that part is not always a two-sided street. Both people got to want to be in it. They got to want to go through the ups and downs, whether it be postpartum or whatever. It's going to pass. You feel me? Like, it's going to pass. But for some reason, those ups and downs are just so unbearable that one person has to leave a household, and that's what creates the single mothers. So if that's men, because the women are just so unbearable because of their hormones and all these things, which are temporary. And they should be given a little bit of grace because they just created your child 9 times out of 10. So if that's the case, then if you can't take that and if you choose to leave, yes, you're definitely creating single mothers. Because she didn't go into that situation thinking that you couldn't deal with, she probably didn't even know what was going to happen to her herself after she sacrificed all of this to give life, you know? So I think those are the circumstances that make the single mothers, but both people need to take responsibility on the circumstances or whatever agreement when the child is conceived in the course of until they get there. But if one person's just choosing to leave, like, then yeah, you're creating one, because nobody just wants to just take bodily fluids and be like, oh, let's throw the whole dude away. Like, no, most people want a family.
So you agree with no, that men don't make single mothers?
I said if a person if they're taking that route where she's going through postpartum, she's making it unbearable, not trying to ride the storm, and that he decides to leave, then yes, he is creating and making her a single mother because she wasn't signing up for that and she's not in control 100% of what is even going on. She just needs some time and she probably just needs some extra support.
Yeah, I think the question is too open.
No,
it's cool.
Do men exclusive? Because I could see how it could be men, or it could be the women, or it could be the circumstances that they're in. And sometimes it's not even them. It's just, you know what I mean? There's a lot of variables. So I wonder if the question is not specific.
I didn't even mention this, DJ Witch Doctor. Other women keep women single. Their mother, their girlfriends, their jealous girlfriends, their girlfriends that claim the best, to want the best for them. Women keep women to be single mothers too. The system that pays these women to be a single mama, like, it's so many things. I unequivocally think that men cannot make women single mamas.
It's no way for a woman to create single motherhood. It's no way. The father has to do it. The mother cannot do that.
Wait.
Father absolutely has the right to be a part of that child's life if he wants to be. So we talking about single. We talking about people. We talking about women that had a child. We are way past Plan Bs. We are way past about baby deletion. So that is not even part of the conversation. Not even a little bit. So we could just negate that conversation altogether. We're talking about people that have children, right? So once the woman has the children, she cannot make herself a single mom unless she goes out and find a way to delete that man. Is there some women out there that's willing to do that? It is some women.
Wait.
The only way a woman can make herself a single mom is by deleting the father. That is it. Otherwise than that, it is completely up to that goddamn man. So a lot of men, what they do is they abandon after conception. That's them. They have a lack of commitment or responsibility. That's the men. They the ones that create this goddamn situation. They the ones that want to have casual relationships without long-term intentions. It causes, and that's what causes the unplanned pregnancies, because of these casual encounters. The man, so he don't allow it to go past birth. He leave the woman to parent solo. He leaves. The custody battles and illegal disputes. Go ahead and get on your business.
But they say most marriages, but why are most divorces that they say most divorces are initiated by women? How come, Sharon?
That don't have, regardless of that, we already acknowledged that earlier. We spoke about it because men are willing to just be in a 10-year split. They're not willing to actually go through paperwork. Most men don't do the paperwork. Most men don't even pay the bills. They give their money to their wives. Babe, pay the phone bill, pay the electricity bill, pay this bill.
What about when a woman leaves her dude?
Go ahead and do my doctor's note. Go ahead and call the doctor and set up an appointment. They use the woman to do all the clinical work. This is just what it is. So therefore, she's going to have to be the one that's going to do the goddamn divorcing papers as well. It's just a part of the game.
So what about when a woman leaves her? What about when a woman leaves her family? That's not the only way a woman could be a single mother. She could just leave the dude. She decides she don't fuck with him. She probably, you know what I'm saying? I can do bad by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So regardless of her leaving or breaking up, whatever, that does not make her a single mom. The father has to make her a single mom, because just because they break up and split doesn't mean that she's a single mom. He could definitely be in his child's life, no matter how difficult the fight is. I don't care how difficult she made it. She is not a single mom. If that father did all the right things and he do what he have to do for that child, as long as he's in that child's life, she is not considered a single mom in my eyes. A lot of men, they also what? They have intentions to leave that goddamn woman. They don't got no intentions of being good to that woman. We know that. We also know that there's a lot of men that use pregnancy as emotional and physical abuse as well. We act like these men ain't trying to get these beautiful women pregnant on purpose so they can say, look, I get bad bitches. It's men the same way how we got women out there, because y'all always get y'all panties up in a bunch. There's women out there trapping men, and there's plenty of men out there trapping women. What?
Yo, so they trap witch doctor. You got it. You try to talk, man, and I'll go after you. Go ahead, witch doctor.
You saying the only way a woman could be a single mother is if she delete the dude?
That's it.
What about all right? What, bro? That's how I know you lying, and you extreme, and you are extremist, and you must be stopped, bro. Because look at this. What about if he died of natural causes? That's number one. We ain't even saying that. We ain't even adding that in as a possibility. What if she decides to leave?
Hold on. And also, if that
wait.
Let that happen. Why are you telling me to wait?
Because it's rhetorical. You've been talking. You didn't even let him
right,
finish.
bro. It's a rhetorical question. It wasn't meant for you to answer it as yet,
it's
bro.
Rhetorical.
What if she decides to leave for whatever reason?
So much. I
What
get
if-
it.
bro.
It bothers y'all so much. I don't understand. It's okay.
They say women initiate a lot of divorces. We clearly could see statistics that show that women break their family up a lot of times, bro. So why are we? And I ain't even want to put all the blame on them. I'm just saying we ain't gonna put all the blame on the dude. Sometimes it might be the dude, but you trying to put all the blame on the dude and exempt the adult young lady from all responsibility, bro. That is crazy to me.
When it comes to the woman being a single mother, it is completely up to the father.
Absolutely not. So wait. So if a man can't tell a woman where or when to have a baby, if a man can't stop a woman from divorcing him or filing the divorce, if a man can't stop a woman for just leaving the house and leaving him, if a man can't stop a woman from putting that child in the fire station or giving that baby up for adoption, there's no way that a woman being a single mother could possibly be on the man. He don't have that control over her to make her a single mother or not. He doesn't.
So again, for some reason, I guess maybe y'all don't understand what a single mother is. I guess y'all mean that. So as long as the woman is not in a relationship with the father, that means she's single. That's not my definition of single. Maybe we just have two different definitions of single.
You got your own definitions? That is crazy.
Clearly, because just because two people are broke up in a relationship doesn't mean that she's a single mom. Because if the father is in her life or in the child's life, she is not a single mom.
Well, to me, bro, what are you talking about, bro?
That means a single mother is a woman that is doing it alone. She don't have no father to back her up. That's what it means. It doesn't mean single in relationships. Single moms mean it is no father present.
No, it doesn't. Societal-wise, no, it doesn't. Single mom.
Okay, so
single mom means you're a mother and you single.
No, right, you don't have a right. Hold on. By society standards, hold on, real quick. By societal standards, by the child support standards, a single mom is a mom that doesn't have the father in the household and is not in a relationship with the father. That's a single mother. Period. Now we're gonna try to act like that's not the definition.
Sees him on a regular basis, and she's
still a single mom. By societal standards, she's still single.
She's single according to society. It's just like if you go and apply for something, and just because you're legally not married, even if you've been in a relationship for 5 years, you still got to mark single. Like that's societally based.
But look at
A
this.
single
We
mom
do. We
is doing it, or a
but you
single dad
see,
is doing it all by themselves. That's just my
this is
opinion.
not consistent, LA. Because earlier,
With
Sharon,
what?
he
Oh,
only
with Sharon?
qualifying
Oh,
he's only qualifying relationship. He only qualifying marriages. He wasn't even trying to qualify relationship. So now we're going by our own definitions now. Of what
no,
single
I'm
moms are.
listening to what you guys are saying, and you're saying just because she is technically single, meaning that she's not in a relationship, that's going by society. If the
But
father
that's
is
going by the
no, but
English language. She's single and she's a
okay, but
mom.
what we're saying is the difference is, let's say, like I don't see like I have people in my life who are, they co-parent very well. They do half a week on and off. Are you telling me that they're single parents because they got somebody who they collaborate with versus someone who doesn't have anybody at all and they
Yeah,
do it
if they're not
by themselves?
if they're not
That's
married,
kind of
if they're
crazy.
not married and they don't live with the father, they are a single mom. And by definition, that's a single mom.
If they're not in a
So if they're in
relationship.
a relationship with somebody else, but they co-parent with their child, then are they not a single parent anymore?
Well,
Is
no,
that
if
what
they
I'm
live
saying?
with that
Because
other
again, we're
partner,
going
then
by society's
wait,
rules.
hold on. If they live with the other partner or they're married to another person, then no, they're not a single
They're not
I
a
parent
didn't,
anymore.
I didn't say married, just in a relationship.
even in a
No,
relation, once they cohabitating with another man, they're not a single mother no more because this
Because
dude
they
is in
got
the household.
help.
no, because they're
They
in the
have to
same
be living
household.
here? That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
Yeah,
yes,
Mm.
they
yes.
gotta be serious. What if she just dating for fun and she just messing around with different? She probably got a roster. She's still a single mother if she got a roster.
No,
But if
because
she's
every
in a
Tuesday,
serious committed relationship where the dude is like a father figure in the home, she's not a single mother no
no, that
more.
means
Okay,
that every Tuesday, Wednesday,
can I
Thursday,
stop the nonsense now?
she's
Let me stop the
not
nonsense now.
responsible
Hold
for her
on, LA.
child.
Hold on,
Why
let me stop.
LA
Not a
can't
single
speak?
mom.
What
What
you
is
mean?
going on?
What you mean? I'm not letting LA speak. You feel like
You not letting her speak, bro. Y'all could see.
you
Y'all
can't be
see.
serious that
I just
I'm
want to make one last point.
Go ahead, LA. Come on,
No,
bro.
that's you're basically saying like, okay, that but even if she was dating for sport, that means every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, their child is not even in the house because they with their dad every week. You know what I'm saying? That's not a single mom. Like,
That
you know what
is
I'm
a
saying?
single mom. Oh
That's
No,
my
it's
definitely a
not.
single mom. Yes, it is.
Okay.
That's
I'm
absolutely
worried
a
Right.
about.
single mom.
A single mom, in my opinion, got them pretty much 24/7 unless she pays somebody to watch
No,
them.
but most women don't have their children 24/7 if they're working because then they have to earn money to support. Yo, shout out to
They
Slimmy.
go
Thank
to
you for
school,
the
but
$9.99. Slimmy said, "To my God, I see what's going on now. LOL, keep grinding, y'all." Shout out to Slimmy. Y'all be like Slimmy and support the show, support the stream. Now, I mean, dope discussion deserves those donations. Compensation for the conversation. Let's do good business. If you want your comments highlighted in red, make sure you do it through the super chat or through the Cash App, y'all, because we're simulcasted. So all four of us are simulcasted. So make sure you do it through the super chat or through the Cash App. But yeah, that's a single mom, absolutely.
I
well, yeah.
appreciate you, Slimmy.
Oh.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. My bad. My bad. Go
No, I
ahead.
was going to say, like, that is a good point. I mean, there are some people who are in marriages, but because of their involvement with the kids, they feel like they are single parents. What do you say to that? Even
They're
though they
not single
live
parents.
with the person
Not a
and
single
they're
parent.
married,
If you,
but their involvement with the children is way more than the father, and they feel like
but
they are a single parent.
LA, you gotta be single to be a single parent, and you gotta be a parent. You gotta be a
All right, Sean.
single, and you gotta be a parent. You know what I'm saying? And when you put them together, you got single parent. You know what
Boo.
I'm saying?
Sharon, I'm gonna let you get in there. And I
You
didn't feel
gotta do
over
it.
talked. You're fine. Go ahead, Cook.
Go ahead, Sharon.
when you say a single mom, it's in relation to the child, not to the goddamn grown-ups that's there. That's what it means. That's why it's co-parent. If you're not co-parenting and the other parent is not there, then you be a single version of whatever that parent is. So you'll be a single mom if that father and you cannot co-parent. You'll be a single dad if you and that mom, she left and she don't want to co-parent. That's what it means. Y'all got to stop being so stupid just to have an argument.
Whoa, wait. So
Crazy.
you called us stupid. You called us stupid, but the crazy thing is Tell that to the child support office because they don't go according to your definition. Tell that to the goddamn family court because they don't go according to your definition. On any paperwork, if you're not married and you're not cohabitating, then you're freaking single. That's the point. And you're gonna call us stupid. And what you just said has no merit at all. It's not even based in anything real. It's just based in your feelings.
It's not based on my feelings because you're saying somebody that's co-parenting. If both parties is co-parenting, they're not in any kind of relationship. Both of them are single parents.
They are no, not they both. The custodial parent is the one that the kid lives with the most. 5149 is considered the single parent because they have the child the majority of the time. If there's no husband present, if there's no live-in situation present, then they are a single parent. No matter what relation they're doing to the child, they're single parent.
So the problem is that if you're not married, you are single. That's why your comment doesn't make sense. That they are referencing off a relationship. The singleness is in reference to the child. That the child only has a single parent. It has a single parent.
No. Single parent. The parent part pertains to the child. The single part pertains to your relationship. If you're single and you're a parent and you put those together, you got single parent.
So therefore, with that logic, if I'm with a woman and me and her is not married, she's a single mom.
If you don't live in the house, yes.
That is
no, she is. But she's every standard. She can get food stamps because they ain't gonna count your. She can get food stamps. She can get government assistance. She can get everything she needs because you don't cohabitate with her and you're not married to her. So she's considered a single mother. Yes,
you can live there. It's income based. The dude can live there, and you still get
literally.
But I'm just saying. But I'm saying in that particular case. In that particular case, it wouldn't matter about the dude's income because they're not going to consider the dude's income because they're not in the same house. She's considered a single parent.
Literally, all he got to do is not have his. First of all, this whole idea that you can't live there it doesn't matter if he lived there or not. She's still single. He's still single. She can still go after whatever government assistance she wants. She can still go after it. She just don't have to put his name on the income because they are not married. Simple and plain. So this whole idea that being a single mom is only to deal with a relationship is nonsense. Most people, whether if it's a true definition or not, but majority of people that is outside and living in society, they look at a single parent as somebody that don't have the other parent involved at all.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's what I said.
That's our definition.
What we've saying.
Yes.
No, it's not what you're saying. That's not what you're saying.
No, it's not.
Don't
in the home. You're forgetting the last part. In the home. In the homes, brilliant people. In the home.
Okay, calm down. It's all right.
I can't read or something. Shit. Calling somebody stupid. You can't even read.
Oh,
Sharon,
dumbass.
I know you see what this is, bro. Come on, bro.
A single parent. Read it out loud because the comprehension is crazy.
Comprehension is
crazy. Your comprehension is crazy.
A single
parent. It can't be my comprehension is crazy because he just brought it up. When I brought up
parenting in the home, brilliant brother. Day-to-day parenting in the home.
When I brought up my definition, this wasn't up, right? This is Chat GPT. So, and we just going to respect that as Chat GPT, and we're going to just leave it at that.
I had to take my definition down. You want me to take my definition down?
Oh no, we could put your definition up. My bad.
No, it's cool. It was when you was gone. It's cool. It's just selective.
No, because I was talking at the time, and I was asking you to don't put it up while I'm trying to make my point. That was it. This is a different thing.
We could use a different Webster, whatever. We could find some other place, right? But it's going to say something similar.
What I'm saying is this.
Yeah.
This was when me and LA was having our conversation about it. This wasn't up. So to act like now all of a sudden this was here the whole time is crazy. That's number one.
So let's remove it. All right. To be fair, because you seem like you got Go ahead.
But
Go ahead.
marital status wasn't added in that either. Y'all
There's
said that
no
they had to be
marital.
married, you know, because if you're single, right?
You
So
don't
are
got
they
to be
mentioning
married.
marital status in here? No, they're not.
But that's
You don't got to be married.
hold
But
on,
we're
Wish
not
Doctor.
gonna act like we don't know what a relationship is and what being single is.
We
Right.
being literal, you know.
Right.
We ain't
Yeah.
gonna
So
do
if
all
you're
this- we
married,
ain't gonna
hold
do all
on.
this. I mean, I thought it was pretty clear. Like,
But
you
if
can
you're
not
married,
help, or you can call the mother or the father, and they can come in and actually take over in that moment. That's not a single parent, bruh. Like, if they can actually call and have the parent show up versus somebody who cannot. To me, it's like I said, y'all being really like you're paying attention to semantics.
That's why they
So, hold
That's
on.
why they have to do that, because they single. If they weren't single, the other parent will be right there
A
in the
person in a
house.
relationship is single, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, by y'all's logic,
There's such a thing as common law. Y'all never heard about common law marriage?
how many
Can we
people
please-
actually go by that? But
Can we
okay.
please have an honest conversation?
The majority of the black
really?
community goes by
Yes.
that, because
So
the
if-
majority of
Yeah,
the
we
black
would have all
community
been married by now.
marrying. Like,
So, Witch Doctor, I got a question for you. If they are broken up, no relationship whatsoever, they live separate, but the father is in the day-to-day parenting, would you still consider that woman a single mother?
yeah,
By this-
he's not in the home. He's not in the home. He's not. What do you mean? So all right. So you want the definition up to here? Let me highlight this part and leave out the other part, since they don't. You're comfortable
want
with
the
the full
home.
definition.
because the problem is that in the home it doesn't matter, because if the woman that I got pregnant, if she calls me and I could come in the home and be a part of the day-to-day, I don't have to live there, I don't have to sleep there, I could come over there for 2 hours, help out with whatever I need to, whatever that day-to-day situation is. I'm there day-to-day in the home. I don't have to live there. In the home doesn't mean you live there. Day-to-day.
What? In the home doesn't mean you live there now? Are you serious?
No.
Come on, man. In the home means that you live there.
No.
What are you
it
talking
does not.
about? You're not. Yes, it does. In the home literally means that you live together. That's what in the home means.
No,
You
it does
can
not.
no. Yes, it does. So, bro, come on,
Okay,
man. Like
Like,
this is so
I'm
disingenuous.
going literally with y'all, and now this is
It means that you live there, family. You can
So-
take it down, DJ Wisdom.
so this is so the comprehension is wild to me.
Yo, fam, the fact that you're trying to make it seem like we're slow and you can't grasp basic English and basic definitions is wild to me. You trying to call us stupid and we can't comprehend, and you're the one that don't know what you're talking about. That's the crazy thing. You're the one that's wrong.
Not about what we just read.
What?
Because
Yo,
you're saying that because this is what you're saying, that if the father's in his child like day to day, but he don't live there, she is still a single mom.
Yes, by
That is
every
the-
metric,
and
yes.
that is- right. And to me, that is the stupidest shit I ever
That's
heard in my
to
life.
you, because you're backwards.
Okay,
That's to you.
That's what I just said. That's what I just said. You don't have to reiterate what I'm saying.
But to every other
To me,
metric, we're
to-
right and you're wrong.
To me,
Every
that's
other metric.
okay. So to me, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. If the father is in the child's life, she is not a single mom, because she could depend on that father, even though he don't live there. Single mom does not mean she has to be in a relationship. It just means the father is not in the day-to-day situation at all. That's what it means in real life. I don't know where this new idea of marriage and relationship. Now, all of a sudden, you could be in a relationship and still not be.
Let me ask you the $1 million question. What guarantee does that woman have if she's not living with that man or if she's not married to that man? What guarantee does that woman have that that man is actually going to do exactly what he says he's going to do every month for the rest of that till that child turns 18? What guarantee does she have that that's going to happen?
His word.
And how many times do women take men at their word nowadays?
If he's a strong, good man, a lot of them do. Most black women don't even put their man on child support. That's another statistic you could go and look up.
Yeah,
black men are on child support the least out of every other race. But
so now all of a sudden, so hold on real quick, because you're going away from my question. So now I asked you a question, you're going away from it, so I want you to stick to it. So now all of a sudden, black women trust black men to do what they say they're gonna do. Now all of a sudden, the majority of black women trust the majority of black men. Is this what you're telling me?
Yes,
this is what you're telling me.
That's why they don't send. That's why they don't send them to court. Yeah, that's why they don't go to court, because that man says, yes, I'm gonna give you my $50 a week, and she believes him. She actually believes him. When he said, hey, I'm gonna be a good man, she believed him and let him bust it on her. When he said, yeah, baby, I want to beat you for I love you, she believed him. Yes, black women believe y'all liars. Yes, on a day-to-day basis. This is why we have the situation that we are in.
You're so full of shit.
It's crazy.
I mean, if you're with someone and you've been with them for an extended period of time, and you find yourself into a situation where you both are going to be parents, of course, it's like you want to trust them, which I think is a little delusional after a bit. But it's like, if this is a person that you've been with for a while, they claim to love you and blah, 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 then yeah, you're kind of feeling that way.
So if that's the case, Lauren, then why are 70 to 80% of the divorces that are filed, why are they filed by women? Hold on, Sharon, I'm not finished. If these women can trust these men, and I'm asking LA,
interrupt you for the whole show.
If these women as are trusting these men like that, and trusting that they're going to do what they say they're going to do, and they're going to be a man of their word, why are they leaving them at these disproportionate rates?
I mean, I've said it multiple times. It's like I said, like, people don't want to deal with, or even they want perfection. They do want happiness, even if there is some type of hormonal or whatever the hell going on afterwards. If it's too much, they're out of there. People switch the fuck up. I've said it before. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason. You finally did ask a good question. Why are they leaving? And that should be looked into, because that's the operative, that's the whole, we can't just talk about the symptoms if we don't want to look at the root cause. The reason, or the question of asking why, is very important, and that's what needs to be highlighted.
Because they don't trust the men. It's that simple. I mean, that's what it boils down to. They no longer trust that man.
Switching up doesn't happen. What I just said doesn't matter.
Well, no, but they don't trust because he switched up.
That you brought up
because he's okay. So
postpartum and all that. So appreciate the alley oop, but we can't forget about the assist.
Because he switched up. They no longer trust him because they no longer can trust him. Let's put it all on the man again, and let's make you feel good, and let's say that they no longer could trust him because the man is no longer trustworthy. Either way, they don't trust these men, like Sharon's illusion, imaginary, fake-ass world that he's talking about. He calling people stupid, and we can't comprehend, but he can't even read a motherfucking damn thing that's right in front of his face that says "in the home."
All right. Well, I'm not responsible for other people's words, but I mean, like I said, I'm a very active listener, so especially if you bring up something, I will take that in consideration. Again, like with the postpartum, appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like all those things, because there's a lot of nuances that need to be considered, whether it be from man's side or woman's side. Priorities, they need to be reevaluated. You know what I'm saying? And once you become involved in a situation that is adult status, people need to grow the fuck up. On both sides, they need to stop thinking about themselves and how they feel. You got a child in the world now. Man up, woman up. That's the end. We can have a better outcome if that was the case, instead of, this person made it so unbearable. It did it. Man, you chose this person. And this might just be a spell or a moment in time. So obviously can't nobody commit to nothing. Nobody needs to be having children.
We said the men aren't leaving. The women are the ones mostly leaving. The men aren't leaving.
But they check out emotionally and mentally way before anybody even files or initiates a separation. And we went over that as well.
Like, they're there, though. They stay. They stay.
I'm
They're
sorry.
there. If
I
you're
don't-
in it, you can't win it if you're not in it. If you leave, you can't fix it. If you're still there, there's a possibility that it could get fixed. It's just broken. That means it could get fixed. It's not totally, it's irreplaceable damage when you leave it. But when you're still in it, even if you're emotionally not there, which most men are not emotionally there anyway, yo, they can fix it. They have something to work towards. When you just leave it and just let it hang, there's nothing that you can work with because there's nothing there.
Do you think that it's important about the dynamics of the mother and father, or just the presence of a mother and father
I think
for the
both.
children?
I
Do you think
both.
that I'm sorry, go ahead.
Do you want to answer, or is it rhetorical?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure. No, I do want to answer. I just wasn't sure if I said it clear enough.
Now I understood what you're asking me. You're asking me, do I think that the presence, just the mere presence of a mother and father, is enough to raise children, or does it need a quality relationship between the mother and the father for the sake of the children, right?
Well, I was asking, like, do you think the dynamics between the parents are important, whatever they are? I didn't say, all the, but kind of, but like, however that the parents interact, whether they snapping on each other all the time, or they get along, or they're indifferent, or whatever. Do you think that how the parents interact is important, or just the mere presence of them, just them being there? Which one do you think is more important?
I think that I think that that's a trick question, because this is the thing, right? Like I was alluding to before, if you're not there, there's nothing that can be fixed. So I think that too many people use that as a scapegoat and as a reason. Women will start arguments and then say, "We're always arguing." It's like, you're arguing. I'm just sitting here like, you're arguing. We're always arguing. Bitch, you're arguing. I'm not arguing. But women will do that. They will start wilding and then say, "Oh, we're always arguing. Oh, we don't get along. Oh, we don't." No. So I think that the problem is, it's a trick question. I think the problem is it's a scapegoat situation. You should be present, and then y'all should figure out a way to communicate and figure out a way to coexist and cope and be good to each other for the sake of yourselves and for the sake of your children. So I think that you should be good to each other. At the same time, I think that you have to figure out a way. You have to work on a way to do that.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, doctor, you got it.
I don't know if y'all mistaken what but we all agree what a single parent is, right? We all agree on that, right?
No, but it's okay. I understand where you're coming from.
And I don't think if we understand that, then we should all agree that men don't exclusively make single mothers. Sometimes women make themselves single mothers. Sometimes circumstances make them single mothers. That's if we all agree on the definition of what a single parent is, because that's going to pertain to what a single mother is. And that we should all agree that men don't exclusively do that. I don't see why we disagree.
I said I understand. I didn't say I agreed, but it's okay.
Oh, but you just don't disagree.
I just understand where y'all are coming from, like y'all's definition. Because like I said, I know English, so I understand your definition. I just don't agree.
At least you got more understanding than Sharon, because Sharon, I don't know. Go ahead, Sharon. I think you muted.
Read the super chat. Said, we got 3 super chats recently came in. Let's read that and
So the Kazim in the house, he said, when you talk about creating single mothers, you're usually referring to men who don't take responsibilities, whereas when women leave relationships with children, they're typically taking on the responsibilities.
Shouts out to the Kasim.
That sounds good, Kazim. That sounds good. That is well put together, but
sense.
unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? That is, that is some BS, sir. I appreciate you for the $20 holler. And also, so the Andre Brown, aka New World Order, he said, I have to put on my rubber boots when Sharon gets on a panel because the bullshit gets thick. You know what I'm saying? That is crazy. Shouts out to you. Appreciate you, bro. Also, we got Living Humbly. He said, even though my brain is fried after some of this logic, great stream. Salute Easy Sharon, Witch Doctor, and LA Project, right?
Salute, Living Humbly. Appreciate your family.
Salute to you.
Shouts out to the Mod Father himself, the bull, the big bad bull. Shouts out to you, bro. He said, Izzy, the fuck thought he was promoting cost-free streams. He's stuff.
That was last week. That was so last week, Big Bad Bull. Thank you very much, family. Salute to you. That was so last week. This week we on to something different.
He said, but look at you being king of the party modes. Big Bad Bull. He says, DJ Witch Doctor, I can't deny this collab is banging. Appreciate you and shouts out to the collaborators. You know what I'm saying? He also said, Sharon, it's awesome to see you back, brother. No, it's not, but you know, it's awesome to see you back, brother. No, you were truly missed. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for the supers. We're gonna let me give y'all the money counter thing, and then we're gonna get final words. Then we up on out of here, right? I appreciate y'all.
The money counter thing. The money counter thing. The money counter thing. The money counter thing. It's something. Money counter thing. Money counter thing.
Any final words, fellas?
Yeah, you got one more super chat.
So to the Brody Marcus Evans. He said, what up, Brother Mills and DJ Witch Doctor? Y'all did good despite the conversation being disingenuous. But good shit, good night. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Marcus. You know what? Let's give Marcus the money counter.
The money counter thing. The money counter thing.
Like an intelligent young man. Shouts out to
I can't wait for him to hit the panel and be genuine. That'll be interesting.
You see that? That's an invitation from Lauren Marcus. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
Yeah.
Any final words, fellas?
Yes, we're gonna do this next week again. We got Tough Talk Thursday. It was a good one. I appreciate all the personalities here. I think it was an awesome show. We did shout out to all the chats. I think y'all did awesome as well. Shout out to y'all. As long as y'all keep on doing what y'all do, we're gonna keep doing what we do. Let's keep on building, getting stronger and better together. Let's start sharing it out more. And then let's have a good time. Dope conversations. It was really good. I appreciate every last one of y'all.
Yeah, this was great.
See y'all next week. We're gonna do this again.
Hey, so, hey, shout out to Lauren hanging in there with us. I hope you didn't take anything personally. Appreciate you having thick skin. Appreciate your contribution. Shout out to the brothers Bracy and DJ Witch Doctor. Definitely dope. My co-host. Hey, my guys. You know, we can argue passionately, not agree, get into it, and then go back to another day because we men, and that's how men do. Yo, thank you to everybody that supported the show, that show love through the Cash App, that show love through the Super Chat. Greatly appreciate y'all. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to all of us, to Sharon, to DJ Witch Doctor, to LA Project, and to myself, Real Spill with Mills. And God willing, we'll be back at y'all Thursday. We're gonna do this every week. So I hope y'all enjoying it. You know, y'all see we ain't holding back. We definitely got different opinions and different takes on things, and I think that's what makes us dope.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we're all being shoot. It is what it is. I enjoyed myself. You know, I definitely didn't take anything seriously. I got a great rapport with all of you gentlemen, you know what I'm saying, which is a plus. So yeah, thanks for inviting me. I can't wait for the next, for the next shows coming up, because we definitely gonna get into it. We gonna show some balance around this mud. Get the scales out.
The only thing I gotta say is
cooling like I like to cool. On YouTube, acting a fool, and that's what I do.
Oh my God.
Well.